Everybody, welcome on in. We're gonna have some fun this evening. We're gonna chase a goose. Maybe, I don't know. The players might roll and we might never see the goose. I don't know. That's what happened to me last time. Oh, my name's Cypher Tier. I'll be your DM tonight. But before we get into shenaniganry, I did want to welcome everyone. Hello, thanks for hanging out with us. And welcome to I'm gonna mess it up. Apochromatic Unlimited. Thank you so much for being here. All of us are content creators, TTRPG performers, and we're gonna have a good time raising money for Black Girls Rock. The command is in the chat. It will go off every so often. If you got a little change rattling around in your pocket, please help. Because as we know, times are tough for everybody, but especially if you're an organization focusing on serving, Black folks, women, queer folks, anybody who's not a cis straight white dude. Yeah, I said it. Happy Black History Month, y'all. So, they are also dedicated to empowering and celebrating Black girls and women through programs focused on leadership, education, cultural enrichment, fostering self-worth, pride, and empowerment. Because, as we know, a lot of times Black femmes do not get that in their day-to-day lives. Not necessarily at home, but in the corporate world, definitely not. So each weekend in Black History Month, channels including the one that you're watching right now, Obsidian Brews, House of Dreams, and Orgasm Noir Network, will be hosting actual plays and panels to raise funds and show our passion, unity, and creativity. Massive thanks and shout out to Transplaner RPG is an award-winning, all-transgender, people of color led dark fantasy channel telling stories in original, non-colonial, and anti-Orientalist multiverse. They are proud to support the Apochromatic Unlimited Black History Month fundraiser and encourage everyone watching to give what they can. As always, we stand solidarity with all oppressed peoples of the U.S. and the world, fighting for freedom against colonization, imperialism, and white supremacy. Free Sudan, free DRC, and free Palestine. I know that I've talked a lot, and I will let everyone introduce themselves in a moment, but when you see the link in chat, click on it. If you have money to spare, please do so. It will be tracked live, and we will send links out to our cast members. And with me talking way too much, way too fast, let's everyone introduce themselves. I'm gonna go for me on the stream. I'm gonna start with Blue and then go around. Blue, who are you? What do you do? Tell us about you.
Hi, I'm Blue, known in the internet streets as King V underscore and as King with a Y. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm super fucking happy to be here. I am one part of the chaotic gays that make up Batty Bards, so if you haven't checked us out, I highly recommend you do that. And yeah, today, oh, should I go into character stuff now?
No, not yet. You'll get a chance.
Cool. But
Oh, trust me, you'll get time to tell us about your character. All right, Calamity.
Hello, my name is Calamity, pronoun she, they. You can find me all over the interwebs as Hey Calamity with 3 Ys at the end. I do all kinds of stuff, from performance to production to dramaturgy when it comes to tabletop things. You can also find me running stuff over on Telltale Hearts, which likes to promote diversity in the space, like incredible events like this.
Hey, Alex.
Ooh, child. I almost lost my unmute button for a second. Okay.
Oh
Hey, hi,
no.
how you doing? I know, right? So, hi, my name is Alex. I use they, them pronouns. I go by AlexAMA underscore on the internet. Sometimes I stream, most times I don't. I am also executive producer and GM over at Batty Bars. Hey, how you doing? If you don't check us out, you're missing out. So do yourself the favor. Yeah, that's me.
And last but definitely not least, Xander.
Hey, what's up? My name is Xander Hire. You can go by Xander Hire on everything. I stream on Twitch. My channel is called The Trickster's Backlog. I play a lot of old school stuff. That's all about it for me.
Oh, come on, don't be all humble.
Uh,
And what else? You do other stuff.
I'm also a mod for Lana Kane over at the Danger Zone. And other than that, yeah, no, I think that is about it for me.
Cool. And I'm your DM, Cypher Tier, a longtime TTRPG performer. I've been streaming on Twitch for 10 years. Let's see what else. Really not on any TTRPG shows, but hey, if there's casting spot on the weekend. I might be interested. And mainly, I just stream a lot of Dragon Age. That is my life. That has been my life since October 31st of last year. And I just like, I was gonna say a terrible thing. I was gonna say torturing my players, but that's not accurate. That's not what we're gonna do today. There may be a little chaos depending on how the dice roll. But with all of that, so do you have any questions, any last minute concerns or nerves before we start this adventure?
Nah, I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right. So you all are seasoned adventurers. You've been traveling together for a while. You've known each other for a minute, and you know you're the crew. You hang out. You kick it together all the time. But you recently got a missive saying, "Hey, there's this really amazing score. If y'all could do this, you realize you could probably retire off this, even though you're not like at the end of your adventuring career. You could have a nice little break off the score for this." And so you all show up in town looking for the person who sent you this job. It's like every D&D adventure, you start in a tavern for now. And did you all arrive together is my first question.
I think Go wouldn't go by themselves.
Okay. So who's with
I
you?
I would probably be hanging around Iska, me and my little bird pal Pesca.
Okay. So you two are already there. What about Zephyr and Imani?
Um, I think Zephyr would show up fashionably late as always. Would
Okay.
basically just kind of roll in looking for everybody else. Just oh, hey, there we are.
All right. So you all get there. Are you checking for anyone because the note did not have a description of who to look for at the tavern? It was just like show up at this tavern at this time and, inquire with the bartender. But there's not the bartender did not send you this note. You just know to look for someone.
No, it's probably not even focused on the mission. They're like, new tavern. That means new foods to try. I'm gonna go see about this menu. Like their
Okay.
stomach is absolutely leading their eyes. I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Novi is very much the same. Like, not food per se, but new spirits to imbibe. So they're gonna go do shots, or a shot at least.
Okay. So y'all are eating and drinking.
Mhm.
What about Imani and Zephyr? What are y'all doing?
I think Imani is going to kind of roll in a little late with some bags. She's been shopping. Um,
Oh, you've been
and
shopping.
she's
Okay.
yeah, so she's gonna like put all of her bags like up on the bar while she's kind of getting herself together. Uh and keep and look for the menu as well. She's hungry now.
Okay.
I
Zephyr.
think Iska sees all the bags and is like,
Okay.
"Did you get anything for me?" Tearing into like a giant turkey leg.
Did you want something? Oh, sorry.
that that's all for you.
Hmm. If you wanted something, you should have let me know. I would have gotten you something.
I just thought you might like a keychain. That's all. You know.
Oh, you don't want any of the keychains here. Not worth it.
Oh, okay, that's
Overpriced
fair.
for
So
not the
quite the haul
quality.
then.
Thank you.
Okay. So while you all are getting combobulated and getting your food and your drink on, bartender is a very handsome tiefling, very regal. He's like a little too well dressed for this kind of establishment, actually. He's dressed to the nines, almost like he's going to Sunday meeting instead of tending a bar. And he looks up and notices all your bags. He's like, can you get those off my counter?
Oh, yeah, no problem. And we'll remove them and like kind of put them to the side, maybe on a table somewhere with a nice tip.
Okay. So he's getting the drinks that you all have ordered, and another tiefling is getting your food. Like, so what brings you all here?
Think a job, right?
I'm
They like
pretty
look
sure it was a
over
job.
to the group.
Yeah, we're looking for somebody who told us to talk to you.
Oh, so you're adventurers.
That's what
Tried
they
and
call
true.
us.
More or less.
Guilty.
Go. And you see this poor put upon tiefling reach under the bar, pull out a scroll, and kind of spread it out on the bar. Says, okay, look. People keep coming in here asking about a job. They don't keep coming back though. I don't know what's going on with this job, but here, on your head, so be it. And on the scroll, you see very lovely handwriting that says, "Seeking brave adventurers, quick, easy goal to be had." And it outlines, there's like a little map showing a farm on the outskirts of town. And, there's just like a cave. Imagine like if you've ever played an RPG video game, like the map just kind of unfurls for you. And there's a road, and it looks like farms, and then there's a cave. And there's a big red X on the cave, which is clearly where you're supposed to go because X marks the spot. And he just taps one very manicured claw there. That's where you need to go. If you make it back, I've got a bag of gold for you, but that's the part that if you make it back. We don't know what's there. People keep going, but
Well, I'll have you know, we're pretty seasoned, I'd like to say. I don't think this will be such a problem. We've handled worse, right, guys? I don't think this is it. This won't be the end of us.
A farm
I mean,
sounds like child's play.
yeah, I
Honestly.
think
okay.
we're good.
So
Okay.
what have you heard? Like, why aren't they coming back though?
Oh no, no one's made it back to tell us.
And how
Were
long has
the
this
other
been going
adventurers as cute
on?
as us?
He just gives you the most confuzzled look. Like, look, I'm a bartender. If you want that kind of action, you got to go to the other bar down the road. This
Oh,
is
good
not
to
that kind of
know.
establishment. And he just like straightens his tie and he's like, look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know what's in that cave. I ain't going to that cave to find out. I'm keeping my little purple ass right here, serving drinks, serving food, and living my life. Y'all can go have the adventure.
Real.
Fair, fair. But I heard quick and easy, so I think we'll be just fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, and he kind of looks at the water clock behind him. He's like, okay, look, it's a little bit late for you all to be adventuring all the way out there because while it might not look like it on this map, it's a little bit of a trek to get out past the farms and to the cave. Um, so your employer, I guess, has paid for rooms for any adventurer that does want to rest here before they head out. So, there's a little bit of a tab if you want to get food, rest for the evening, and then head out bright and early.
Yeah,
Do you
that
have
sounds
any
good.
other questions?
The farm, like, who do you know who maybe like lives at that farm?
Well, the farm, there's a bunch of human settlers. There's a few other tieflings. Um, there's a rumor there's a vampire, but that's just a rumor. Nobody believes in vampires. Um, I think of who else. There was one Aarakocra, but they keep to themselves. I mean, it's just a
Okay.
farm. We're a small town. We have to eat.
Yeah.
Did they say who posted the job? Did somebody ask about that
No,
yet?
but you could make a roll to find out.
I would like
Hmm.
to.
Sure.
What do you want me to
Uh,
roll?
so you are trying to ask the bartender?
Yeah, like, oh, who like made this original job posting?
Either investigation or persuasion.
Ooh, we're gonna go with persuasion because my investigation is
All right. Let me
that
know what you get.
a 13.
And that's with any bonuses applied.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of taps the corner of the map, and there's just initials. BG. Those are the only thing. That's just initials. But you're not getting a name out of this tiefling with a 13.
PG. Okay. Well, should we rent a room? How did you guys want to stay?
Oh, you don't have to do all of that. And he pulls out keys for you all. Now there are only 3 rooms, so I'm not sure how you all want to split that up.
Okay. Well, I don't
Call
mind
top
sharing
bunk.
so long as you. Okay. Well, as long as you don't mind Pesca's, sitting on the poster near your head,
Oh, me and Pesca have sleepovers all the time without you, in fact.
disrespectful.
Hey.
I think
I mean,
Imani's
So
like
yeah,
feeding Pesca like little bits of food
oh my god.
Pesca,
every once in a
yeah,
while.
Pesca will happily munch.
Party mascot? I love it.
So you all have the evening, you've got keys to a room. You could either just you could fade to black and just kind of sleep. You could try to talk to people in the bar, or what would you all like to do?
Curious,
I
like,
would-
if the settlers on the farm have heard anything, like, do they have animals going missing suddenly? What, you know what I mean? Like, things of that
So
nature? Or
yeah, but that would be, are you trying to just get gossip, or is that something you want to ask the farmers tomorrow once you go that way? These are
I want to
just
get
folks in the
gossip.
bar. Okay. So give me an investigation check, anybody who wants to get some idle gossip, and see if you sit near people who have some gossip.
I'll roll investigation.
I got a
It's an
beautiful,
investigation.
voluptuous -1 to investigation.
Good job, good job. That's gonna make things great.
I got a nat 20.
That's
Nice.
funny.
I love that. So
Nice.
19.
I love that that's the first roll that you've done, and it's a nat 20. I got
I love
14.
that.
I got a 17.
15.
Okay, well, I know
That's
next to
awesome.
nothing because my bird's in my ear. It's great.
No, I mean you hear a little something something, but for a nat 20, what you get is people are a little bit afraid. They're afraid to kind of go past the boundaries of the farm. Because whatever's in the cave is up to something. People they keep seeing these adventurers, some older, some younger, go past the farms. And well, they don't come back. And the people in the farms, like, they're going about their day, they're fine, but there have been some sheep, cows that have gone missing. It's a
Okay.
very clean missing. It's not like, oh, they broke through the fence or there's blood and clearly wild animals got them. It's just they're going out, they go to feed the animals. Wait a minute. I'm missing
Just
like a sheep
missing
and a
like 2.
cow. Right. Right. So it's
Got
not
it.
like, oh, well, they found a carcass and it was ripped up because,
They're disappearing.
coyotes or whatever. They're just straight up snatched, like gone.
That's
Ain't find
interesting.
a,
Okay.
ain't find a bone, ain't find nothing.
Gee whiz.
I'm definitely sharing this information with the party. Like, I thought at first maybe it could be an animal in there, just being around claiming new territory, so it'd be eating maybe some of the farm animals. But I mean, this doesn't sound like any animal I know of.
With that nat 20, you're trying to get overhear any other gossip, anything specific you're trying to know before y'all call it a night or do other stuff.
Do I hear anything about the initials BG or who that
Not,
might be?
not specifically, but the nat 20, you get a lot of info. You hear people, but they're talking about Baldur's Gate, not necessarily a person named BG.
Okay.
So the map was probably just printed in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
that's
wow.
fair.
So now you know the mystery of at least where the map came from.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
I feel like a being is maybe behind, like, behind the animals missing and is like sitting up in there. What they got going on, who knows? I mean, we'll find out. But
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to know who's like snatching up all the moo-moos.
Moo-moos, is that the scientific name?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very
Moomoonius,
scientific.
that's what it's called. Very
Mhm.
scientific, very science.
The walking steak, as it were.
Walking
The
steak.
pre-burgers, the pre-burgers.
Look,
The
I'm a
pre-burgers.
omnivore. It might be dinner time soon. My brain is just stuck on food. Um, yeah, so you find out that, the lovely map that you were shown was actually printed in Baldur's Gate, and the animals going missing is very clean, very sterile, and no one hears them being taken. Like, whatever's taking these animals is doing it quick and silent.
Is it usually doing it during the day or at night?
Oh no, this is at night. Nobody has seen what's snatching these animals. It is very much you go to bed, you've counted your sheep, your chickens, your whatever, and the next day, because you gotta know what you can slaughter, what you can't slaughter for food or to sell at market, you're like,
Mhm.
hold up, I'm missing, and like nothing's broken, nothing's disturbed. These animals are just gone.
Hmm.
It's giving like
Should we?
phantom.
How
Wait, what?
common? Are,
Go ahead.
how common are magic users in this town? Is it just like the
Pretty,
adventurers that
pretty
come through?
common. No, magic is actually used pretty freely to your surprise. Like, unlike other areas where people fear magic, the people there that have magic help the town. Like, they will help people with like being healed, or like there's a clinic and there's mages in the clinic. There are people who are doing things like helping to purify the water, doing heroes feast if the crop's not good. So they are actually really benevolent, and mages are really appreciated in this town. People using magic isn't a surprise.
They're teleporting the cows away. Hmm.
Okay. Are you saying that as a player or as
Yeah, I was
or
saying that as a
yourself?
character. I was saying
Okay.
that Zephyr is just thinking out loud. They're teleporting the cows. This is exactly what's going on.
Do vampires have teleportation powers?
That's a good question.
And from behind you, you hear the bartender, who you never asked his name, by the way, going,
We really
Strahd
didn't.
von Zarevich does.
Do they live around here?
Oh, no. Strahd's up in Barovia. You don't want to go there. Don't mess with that. That's a lot of not like us people. And that's when you notice that the tiefling has a beautiful purple skin, but despite the purple skin, the tiefling's a brother.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mm, mm.
Is the tiefling Kendrick Lamar?
No. No.
You know what?
Questions, You know
I'm
what?
dead.
The real
You know what?
questions. The real questions. You gotta ask. You need to know.
Oh, you know?
I'm
If it wouldn't be a
dead.
Okay.
DCMA strike, I would play the song.
Honey's like, "We gotta go to the tavern."
Yeah.
All right, so you have got your gossip on. Anything else you would like to do before you all call it?
I can't
Think of anything,
I
honestly.
can't think of
Yeah.
anything else. I think
Yeah.
we got as much as we're getting right now.
without going.
All
Yeah.
right. So the bartender, make sure that you all get a nice dinner. Y'all are good. There's a copper bathtub brought to your room if you would like to get a bath either in the evening, or you could leave it unfilled until tomorrow. But nothing eventful happens. No one bothers you. Because again, magic users and adventurers are pretty common in this town. So the next morning, you come down, there's a breakfast buffet. If you would like to partake or throw some fruit in your pocket before you all head out.
Mhm. Yeah.
So we'll be waking up early to get at the buffet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That's
not one of those buffets that's open at 7 a.m. Nobody can getting up that early, except the farmers, and they don't live here.
Right.
There's a nice breakfast. There's no coffee because coffee is expensive, but there's tea, there's ale, there's water. And the bartender just kind of waves y'all off, kind of like that goodbye. He doesn't expect to see you again. So you've got a nice walk past the farms. Are you all going to try to talk to farmers, or are you just going straight to the cave?
I would love to
should,
talk
like,
to farmers.
Yeah, I think we should.
investigate the areas like where the animals have been
Mhm.
disappearing for like magic or something. Y'all
Yeah,
got
like,
that.
do we see tracks or anything? Like, I don't know why I'm asking like I'm a druid. I don't
I mean, if you have eyes and there are tracks.
You know, let's
true.
try it out.
That is true.
I'm curious.
So
Let's see.
you come up to the first farm. Everyone give me either investigation or perception, whichever is better.
Haha. Finally. All right.
Oh,
Good
perception. I'm great in. Never mind.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Never mind.
That's an 8.
You know
I
that
got
you're
a
on the
10.
ground. Okay. Any other
17.
rolls? Okay, so for the dirty 20 and the 17, the first farm doesn't seem too odd, but you notice the lights, like none of the windows are open. It doesn't seem like it's an occupied farm because, like it's nice weather, the doors should be open, you should hear people working or see somebody. It seems almost deserted, at least for that first farm. And for the dirty 20, you do see some tracks because it's a dirt road going toward the back of the house, and they seem a little fresh, like somebody came out of the house in the morning and went down around the back. But you don't see anyone obvious. You don't see any animals grazing or anything, at least not right on the road where you are.
Okay. And you said this person went around the back. I'm relaying this to the collective.
Yeah, so it looks basically like someone came out. They came out that morning, got whatever was on the porch, if there was like a delivery of anything. And then they walked out. They were probably wearing boots or something heavy because they're working on a farm. So you can see some fresh tracks that came so far down the dirt path and then turned and look like they're going behind the house, maybe to where the field is.
Okay. I kind of want to take a peek see and see what they're doing or if anybody's even over there.
Okay. What is your range of vision is the usual like 30, 40 feet?
30.
So you get around the side of the house and you just see all dark-skinned dude just working out in the sun, hoeing the crops. So he's going to plant something new. There's no animals you see easily, but he's mainly just working on planting some crops.
Okay. I'm gonna like pull out a little handkerchief and go yoo-hoo like that. So I can like get homie's attention.
Are you loud?
Yeah, very much so. It's not dainty, it's not classy, it's just
Okay. Because I had the like little hanky going yoo-hoo. That was where my mind went.
that's what it's supposed to look like. Novi thinks that they're dainty. That's not what's happening though.
Okay, since you mentioned that, what does this farmer see when he turns around and sees Novi?
This farmer sees a relatively tall, like 6'8", like Asimar, wings on their head, blue hair with like little white tendrils there. They have a chickadee on their shoulder, dark skin, like cocoa brown sort of skin, blue eyes, short hair, cropped like pixie cut status. And broad shoulders with wings at the back, non-functional. They've been like cut and whatnot. Like a scar across their throat, and broad shoulders, big arms, beefy, and delicate, long-fingered hands made for pottery.
Okay. Okay, as you're advancing, the farmer turns around and sees a lot of you. So everyone else, what or who, or I should say who, is the farmer seeing approaching him on his own field in broad daylight?
I think Novi first, honestly. I think, yeah.
No,
I probably,
Novi has described themselves, but for the rest of you who are not far behind Novi,
Mm.
who is the farmer seeing on his land?
Um,
I'm
it's
gonna pick
good.
somebody.
I volunteer as tribute. Iska is like an average height, like deep dark skinned individual with like cool tones, almost like gray, right? They have like bright makeup that is like purple around their eyes and like a white tattoo around one of their eyes that is like a half moon. They wear this like sort of beaded like gold headpiece with like a little gold like teardrop in the middle that like rest on their forehead. They have wings for that serve as their ears like on their head, and they have this blue hair that looks like a cloud. Like it's sort of kind of pulled back into a pony like a puffball, and like the puffball looks like a stormy cloud. They have like these big old like solid like gold hoop earrings, and they're in heavy armor that is sort of mix and match pieces. Like you can tell they probably like, oh, this like Merc, some dude took his leg piece, got another one, took their arm piece, and it's like this red armor and this blue armor, and just kind of is on them. But I think they also like underlying that they just have like a straight, just a nice little tunic. It got very worn and tired, honestly. And like just some leather pants and like these thick boots. And they're carrying this giant like great axe on their back. And
Okay.
they have a revolver just resting. And I think it's good just kind of looking around at the sky like, ooh, like just awestruck. I haven't been on a field like this in years. Wow.
Okay.
Uh, as Zephyr walks up, they are about 5'8" elf, green locks tied in a ponytail, wearing a very long dark cloak. Underneath the cloak, it seems to be a very fine looking suit that they just kind of cover. They like to think that they give off an air of regalness, but it's a facade. It's very much a facade. His eyes are very fox-like, very mischievous in his look as he looks around, kind of just smirking, smiling, watching Novi do her dainty yoo-hoo as he's seen this happen before, and they're just like, this it always gets him, it always works. They will fall for her charms yet again.
Imani is a halfling with kind of like a little like drapey top, crop top, and like these very kind of baggy, comfortable looking pants that are great for movement. Wearing sandals. Doesn't carry any weapons on them visibly. It just has like a little backpack, maybe like a little walking stick that they use occasionally, and this kind of wrap around their head. They have this like fuzzy, like light, like almost white hair, like poking out, very unruly from under the covering. They have these big dark eyes, dark skin, and they don't know, they're always like kind of bopping around, just like smiling and everything. So that is how she approaches the farmer.
Okay. So this farmer is like, just think Michael Clark Duncan. No, I mean that's just what popped in my head when I thought about it. I mean, he just turns around, puts the hoe on his shoulder. Where y'all come from?
Far away. We're heading towards the cave.
He
Trying
just
to.
kind of looks at y'all, looks at Dave like, oh god, an anime.
God, man.
Anime is a new form of entertainment. It's great. We just discovered it here. I don't know if it's been in favor in a while, but it's great.
I believe you. I believe you. So with God and anime we shall go. Question for you though. What do you know about that cave and the farm it's next to?
Oh, that cave, it's just there. Once in a while we'll hear noise, but we stay in the house in the evening. I'm a bit of a homebody. My husband's down the road. He's off buying some chickens or something. I don't know. But we'll hear noises, but we just figure it's like, animals out here. You hear chickens, you hear coyotes, all kind of things. The farm right next to the cave is deserted. Nobody seems to be able to stay there long.
Interesting. When you say nobody's able to stay there long, is it that they go and they disappear, or they go and they leave?
They go, and there's something either about the cave or maybe the soil isn't good. It just doesn't really produce much. And, if you're a farmer and you can't grow no crops, well, there's no reason to
Yeah.
keep staying.
Right. Okay. Good to know.
So your animals have been fine?
Oh yeah, we just got a couple horses for delivering goods. We don't really sell or keep animals like that. Like I said, my husband's down the road. He buys chickens, we'll get one or two, and that's usually dinner for a couple nights. We don't really raise animals. We just mainly grow crops. Our horses are okay. He's got one. The other one's in the barn, just kind of hanging out, doing horse stuff.
Horses.
Y'all gonna be okay going to that cave?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be fine. It's gonna be great.
We're adventurers.
This isn't our first rodeo. I think this will be perfectly fine.
And the farmer just looks at you, Zephyr, like, I met your type before.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm flattered, but you just said you have a husband.
Oh, not like that. You're a little too wait, how is Zephyr like really well built, kind of like lithe and lanky?
A little lanky. Not more of a string being than anything. Not really. Definitely not built for any of the manual labor that happens in the adventuring.
And he just gives you a little smile, like, "Oh, you're so cute," but I like my men with a little more meat on him. No offense.
Ah, none taken.
Iska pat Zephyr on the back way too hard. Like, it's okay. Next time. You got him next time.
Yep.
And and he's just like, "Look, I was just making sure because yeah, y'all are adventurers. I see you with all your weapons and bows and whatever your halfling friend is carrying." He kind of looks at you, is like, "You don't have any weapons. What are you doing as an adventurer?"
I hit things.
Oh, with your stick,
No.
with your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh, I've heard about that. Okay, what is it they call a monk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I just
well,
and they explode.
he just
It's
kind
quite
of mock
gruesome, really.
backs up, kind of mock backs
I
up, like, "Oh,
love
don't hit me."
right. I love how cheerfully she said that.
Like they good.
That's so
Um,
good.
so he just kind of like nods his head toward that farm. He's like, "But still, y'all be careful. There's a couple more farms before you'll get to the cave." Now, really, if you want to get some information, you should talk to Ms. Johnson, because A, she's a little bit of a gossip. Two, it's mainly been her animals have been disappearing. And some people think it's because, well, she's not the nicest lady. However, she also fell out of the ways of following Lathander. Didn't hear that from me. But some people said it was because she doesn't follow the Morning Lord, and some people said, well, because she's just rude and mean.
Well, what do you think? What do you say?
I don't pay that old lady no mind. I mind my business. I grow my crops and take care of my husband. That's what I do.
Real.
Right.
Okay, so which direction is Miss Johnson again?
He points like down the road. Like if you remember the map, like you will pass like one or two more farms before you hit kind of a gap and then get up to the cave and the abandoned farm next to it. Ms. Johnson is on the opposite side of the road, like one house down. But there's farms. You got a little ways to walk before you find Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Yeah.
talk to Miss Johnson about these animals and like She's
Yeah.
mean though.
Oh,
You know,
that's
I
no
women
mean,
scare
problem.
me. I don't.
mean
I have
is
a way with
okay.
talking to people. It should be perfectly fine.
That's all you.
You
And what's the
know,
worst that could happen?
Farmer waved off. If y'all mind, I'm gonna get back to what I was doing. Y'all be safe now.
Yeah, thank
Thanks.
you.
I thank you.
He goes back to working his land, and y'all can carry on to Miss Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Not them
Can I get-
gossiping like she don't follow the church no more.
That is really what he
Not
She got it
Like
with Lathander, and that's why her animals is messed up. Not the creepy
that's
cave. Like,
yeah.
not
okay.
gonna lie, I was waiting for the bless her heart.
Right.
You know what? I am not properly Southern, so don't worry. There could be a bless your heart that shows up once in a while. But y'all find Miss Johnson's farm, and you actually hear somebody cussing in a very unchurch like, unlathander like manner in around the back of the house. And you know, you go because this lady ain't gonna hear you. And you see not because the gentleman farmer was being a little uncommon. He said old. She's not that old. You know, for medieval times, she's a little old. Um, you find this woman chasing a sheep and a chicken, trying to get them back where they're supposed to go. She's swearing in a very unlathander-like manner. Y'all watch her for a while? Do you try to get her attention?
I'm not gonna lie, I watched for
You
a
need, you
minute.
need some help.
Monty's a little amused.
It's good. Ask does she need help? I
You're
love
just like,
that.
Just watching like, how long do you think
Wow.
she's been at it?
And she jumps.
Probably.
Where'd y'all come from?
Well, when
The
a
road.
mommy Asimar and a daddy Asimar love each other very much.
Oh, so you're a little smart ass.
A big one, yeah.
Ooh, you okay. Hold, please.
Like, why this woman?
I just got the mood. It happened.
It
I don't
just,
know.
I
Zephyr was
the mood
about to say
struck
something
me.
and it just
It
all of
did.
this
The mood
happened. It was
struck
like,
me. It happened. She said, "Little,
I'm
I'm
dead.
6'8". Like, yeah.
And you know, this older lady, he just kind of stops and looks you up and down. So, is this what you all do? Just stop and bother people going about their day? Now she is unamused. You gonna have to work to get answers out of her.
That's real. No, not normally. Hi, I'm Novi. This is Pesca. We are coming to hopefully get some coin from the mission in the cave.
And what you stopping here for?
Ooh. Well, we were told that your animals have been going missing, and we were curious if you knew why or when or like what happened in order to.
So, you've been talking to the gossip down the street, and you sassed me on my land, and you want answers.
Well,
To be fair, it was at the tavern.
Miss Johnson, please, if you must excuse them. It's been a morning. We've only had first breakfast. They're just a little hangry. And I wrote some
She
sort of
looks up at the
persuasion.
sun when you say that. She's like, first breakfast, what are y'all rich or something? Like there is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. First breakfast. So also you're like bougie on top of everything else and rude.
do people not typically
Quietly just pointing to
breakfast?
these two, like it's not me.
People
Oh,
not
Miss
typically-
Johnson don't care about none of that. Like
I
y'all
don't.
all their collection, you showed up together. You getting all of this together.
Yeah.
What about 11sies?
no.
Wrong franchise.
So okay. Uh
Mm.
And she's like standing there. She's got a broom in her hand, the one she was chasing the chicken with. And she is looking
Oh,
real impatient, real quick. In case you
It's
wonder
really
why I was
chicken
wrong.
and Is the
Right,
chicken
we
and the
need
sheep
any
still
help on the
running
farm?
around?
Well, the sheep has stopped to graze. The chicken's just kind of running because, look, I don't know nothing about chickens IRL, but the chicken is still kind of just running around. I guess it's not bright enough to realize no one's chasing it. I don't know if chickens do this. Someone in chat or you all tell me. I have never chased a chicken and don't plan to because they're evil. They're tasty, but they're evil. So, she's just standing there looking almost like the Wicked Witch of the West with this broom and looking real unamused.
Okay. Firstly, Miss Johnson, I only meant tall, not big, smartass. That said, is there a way? How can we appeal to your better nature and potentially get some help? Because who knows, we might be able to find your missing animals, or at the very least help you with the one that seems to be running amok right now.
Oh, that's just Gertie. She'll stop it.
Gertie, cute. I have a
She's
too,
cute.
Money's trying to
Casca.
feed it a
It's cute.
croissant.
You what with a croissant?
Money's just like got a croissant. She's like throwing pieces out for the chicken.
And she just like waves. Stop that! They have special feed. Stop that.
Oh, sorry. So cute.
Oh,
Johnson
she's just
said,
standing there looking real impatient. In case you wondered why I was rolling.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So what can you tell us anything about the adventurers who have come past here before?
I can. That doesn't mean I will.
to the wrong
Well,
foot. I think we got to the wrong foot, Miss Johnson. We're very sorry to come upon you in such a way. We're, we're adventurers. We've been to a lot of different places, but that doesn't give us the right to just come in your space and disrupt what you have going on. So we apologize for that. And they like elbow. No,
yeah, sorry, many apologies, and I'll do like that, but I don't have a hat.
Look,
you-
ask your questions so I can get about my day.
did you notice anything weird when your animals went missing?
Other than there were no tracks, no blood, no nothing.
That's it. Do you
Yeah,
mind
they
if
were just gone.
we have some skilled magic users? Do you mind if they take a look at where they
And find
disappeared at?
what?
Maybe any residue of magic?
She like points her broom toward actually just a patch not far away because she doesn't have a massive farm, but she does have some animals. And there's a pen that looks a little light where there's another couple of sheep that are not kind of grazing where they're not supposed to.
Mm.
And one cow, one sad cow. I'm sorry, Moo Moo.
One sad.
Buddy's
Zephyr
gone.
will go and look. They'll walk over and look at the area. I'll do an Arcana check just to see if I can see if there's any residual magic.
Sure.
Give me something. 11.
There's something, but you can't quite put your finger on it. But these animals did not disappear through mundane means. You can tell that.
Interesting.
I share that with the party. I just kind of turn around after giving some unneeded hand gestures as I'm just waving around, trying to make it look like it's a little bit more important. Also, because I know I didn't get anything. So there definitely was some ill magic afoot. I can't tell how, but I would have to assume that these animals have been teleported away from you, Miss Johnson, and I do apologize for that.
Well, you're sorry and gonna bring my animals back.
This is true, but I will apologize a trillion times.
Well, we can find inside this cave, and hopefully we'll be able to return your animals to you.
If you find them, sure.
We'll,
You're not
we'll
worried
keep you
about that?
abreast.
Is there anything else?
No, we're gonna get out your hair. They like, you know how a cartoon like push the group. It's like the collective group. They're like, come on, let's get out of here.
Hi, Miss Johnson.
See you
Oh,
later.
bless your heart. Bless your heart. You adorable little thing, you.
Big thing.
And you just hear her yelling at this chicken to get in the coop or do something before it winds up in the skillet. Look, it's a universal truth. You have to yell at your animals at some point.
True.
True.
Well, how are we feeling? Do we want to go ahead and go to the cave now?
I
Oh,
do
that-
kind of.
I'd say the
Yeah.
worst thing that happens is we end up getting maybe teleported somewhere. The only thing I can say is that they definitely had to have been transported. If there's no footprints or anything, it had to have been some sort of teleportation magic, correct?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so y'all are just carrying on to the cave then.
Do we want to look at that abandoned farm and see if we can tell what's wrong that may have like made people leave?
We should look at it probably.
Because it is like right on the way to the cave.
I'd be down
I mean,
for
you'll
that.
pass it. You'll pass it before you get to the entrance to the cave.
Yeah. I would like to take a peek see.
All right. Once you get on the farm, it feels empty. It feels weird. You know, have you ever gone into a place that's clearly abandoned and it just feels off? You have that kind of something's watching you skin crawly feel as you walk through this abandoned farmhouse? I mean, there's dust. It's clear nobody's lived there in a minute. And just something isn't right. If anyone has like a sense or attunement towards spirits or something like, I mean, Zephyr, you being attuned to magic, you probably would feel something more of something ain't right here.
And that's definitely just a feeling of off-putting. I want to try and investigate that a little bit further, especially if I'm feeling it and it's just like that thick awkward of like this ain't right.
Yeah.
So will that be Arcana or investigation?
Um, give me investigation, but use your bonus from Arcana.
Okay. 10.
You gotta get some better dice. Dice away.
Yeah, whatever dice you're rolling with, put them in the corner.
Put them in
Put 'em in dice
jail.
jail.
Put 'em in
It's
dice
gotta
jail.
go. My girlfriend asked me to use these dice she got me for Christmas, and they killing me.
They're cursed.
Sweet.
They're cursed. Go find
Cursing
some other
you.
dice. Sorry if you're watching, girlfriend. Of course, those dice are cursed.
Sorry.
You continue to feel a deep sense of unease, and you all are meandering through this farmhouse. Empty, like doors are open. It's creepy, like in the psychological horror kind of creepy way,
Mm.
where you're like, is something about to jump out at me? What's going on? And as you come out of the back of the house, you can see the rest of the pathway up to the cave. But the land is barren, nothing's growing, there's no animal tracks, even old animal tracks. You see, the only thing that you see is kind of like dust and decay and dirt. You see a very tiny skeleton, and that probably was a mouse at some point. So there's nothing to be found other than despair and gloom in this house.
Gee whiz.
No weird symbols carved into anything.
It's not a cult thing.
Mm.
It's very much it's like the Get Out house of like us. I don't know what's going on here, but I ain't staying.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't.
Gives
It's
me.
creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah. Even Pesca's like, nah, we're good actually. I think we should probably head to the cave.
Okay, so you all are not doing anything other than like, this is creepy. I don't like it. It's time to go.
Well,
If I don't see anything, yeah.
I
yeah,
didn't
and
see anything on my roll.
I could roll Arcana, but I have a big fat 0 there.
You know what? Your bonus doesn't matter. I mean, if you want to roll Arcana or Investigation, any of you, before you leave this house, feel free.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
like
gonna
to
give it
roll.
one last try. New dice.
We're rooting for you, Zephyr. You got this.
Oh,
16?
19
all right.
investigation.
Okay. Money.
16 Arcana, which is wild.
All right. So, as you make your way through the rest of the house, there's a sense of unease of something isn't right. Something died here. It wasn't killed here, but it died here. And there is unrest. There is something in this farmhouse that wants you to leave. It's their domain and you're trespassing.
It's a ghost.
Maybe. It's something.
Haunted
Yeah,
castle.
this is a haunting. Okay.
Oh, I
Well,
hate
you haven't
ghosts.
got to the cave yet, just to
Yeah,
remind you.
true. True.
But there is something unhappy. There's something that really just wants this spot for itself.
Mm.
And you haven't done anything, so it has not done anything to you, but you sense that there's like a malevolent presence.
So my question is, does it seem like the presence gets angrier as we get closer to the cave, or is it just specifically the house that it's like, this is my domain?
It's just the house. It is not worried about the cave. It's kind of like, when if any of you believe in either hauntings or spirits or things like that, and you have felt like a presence or a spirit around you, and when you get to certain spots, you either feel cold, you feel despair, you feel downtrodden. As you kind of make your way through the farmhouse, closer you get to like the center, probably what would have been the living area, that's when it feels the worst. You just feel crushing despair and chills.
Mm. Is there like anything in that specific area? Like, is there loose floorboards, boxes, crates, whatever? Is there anything there that we can see, or is it just empty?
There's a few crates from previous tenants, but nothing real obvious. Like clearly, like it was like I don't know what is here, but I'm not trying to be here, and whatever I leave in that crate can stay in that crate. Um, and because of like your height and everything, as you pass over floorboard, you hear a squeak. It almost gives, but it's a loose floorboard.
Can I do a perception about it? Like, take a peek at the squeaky part?
I mean, you stepped on it. You know it's squeaky, so you could either try to pry it up, or you could just go. You know what? That ain't about me. I can go.
I'm gonna pry it up. I'm gonna
Hey,
try and pry it up anyway.
you pry it up. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh. 12?
It's a hole in the floor. There's not like there's not it's not like there's gold or anything there, but you feel a gust of cold air when you pull that floorboard up. Almost like something has blown past you.
Oh my heavens. Um. Hmm.
Is
Is there? Sorry. Go ahead.
no, is this place haunted?
That's what it's giving.
Okay. I'll meet you outside. It's gonna go so wait on the front porch.
That
Immediately.
that's me IRL. So
Yeah.
you're
Same.
out. Anyone else? Y'all leaving? You trying to see what's going on?
Can I peek
The
in
hole in the floor,
hole?
is there anything in it? Like, is it another floor?
Let me roll a dice and
Oh dear.
you find the remains of a tattered journal.
Ooh. Okay. Can we
It
read
has
it?
some of it, a lot of it has been, kind of moth-eaten, mouse-eaten because it was under a floorboard.
Hmm. So, based on what we read or what we can read, what is it? What does the journal say?
The journal, what languages do you speak and read?
Common, draconic, giant, minotaur, and thieves' cant.
Okay, what about the rest of you?
Common,
Common,
Draconic, and
Elvish.
Elvish.
Common, draconic, giant, and primordial.
Common, Elvish, and Halfling.
All right, I'm gonna roll 4 of you. I'm gonna roll a d6.
I do have comprehend languages if it comes down to it.
Maybe.
Good.
Okay, give me a number between 1 and 6.
5.
6.
4.
3.
Actually, rolled a 4. What were your languages again?
They are common, draconic, giant, and primordial.
This is in Draconic. And it's just very scattered. It may have been a young dragon trying to account for their horde as they started it.
Hmm.
It's also odd because dragons don't normally write down things like this. They just kind of have their horde. And maybe they were half dragon, someone who had learned the dragon speak. But it's disjointed. It's almost like they tried to chronicle what was happening in the house, and parts of it are scorched a little bit, parts of it are just moldy. You can't really make out a story from what it is, but you do know enough to know that it's draconic. You could take it with you, you could leave it. You don't know if the spirit wants it.
Spirit, can we have the book?
Yeah, that's a good question. Can we communicate with this spirit? Like, is that a thing we could try to do?
Do any of you know either necromancy or have a way to speak with dead?
No, I have a big axe and I hit things with it.
I got nothing for speaking with the dead.
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
one of you wants to spend some time, if it's something you want to do. I mean, if you also had like a Ouija board or some way, but you could speak out loud and see what happens. But also, there is that cave and the job waiting for you.
That's true. That is true. I'm gonna like speak aloud in Draconic because that's the language that the thing is in. And I'm gonna say, if it's all right with you, uh, we're gonna like bring this with us, if that's okay.
And something falls off the wall.
Guess that's not okay. I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put it back and put the
That might be for the
floorboard
best.
back. Yeah, I'm gonna put the floorboard back. Something fell. We're good.
Sorry.
We're good. Heard and understood. Thanks so much for your candor. We will leave you to your haunting. Okay, let's get
Have
out
a
of
nice
here.
day.
Did you
Very
just tell
lovely
the
house,
ghost
by the way.
Wait, did you tell the ghost have a nice day?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. We'll make sure I heard right. You
I
all
think we're
leave
all
For
this.
the record,
scared.
Pesca was with Ishka the whole time.
Wow.
I feel like right inside of like my jacket,
Mhm.
just huddled up.
Pesca, don't do this. Pesca, don't do this.
Like, I
Barney's
do not
back.
approve.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, so you all, you've got a straight shot to the cave. What if anything are you doing as you enter the cave?
Stretches.
I think at
Stretches?
this point, Zephyr is just kind of checking himself, making sure he's all there. It's already felt a little weird, so he's just trying to make sure it's like, all right, if we go in here, I'm just gonna gotta pace myself. I have to make sure I'm bracing myself. It's already felt weird up to this point. I've already been yelled at by an old lady and a guy turned me down. We have to turn this around.
Gotta turn this around.
This day has not been.
It has
Very
not been a
bad.
great day for our friend Zephyr.
Was it terrible?
Look, he said he was
blowjob?
married. He didn't say he was monogamous.
True.
Very true.
You didn't ask enough questions.
Damn. Gave up too quick.
See? Should have been more investigative, just like a video game. She could have found out some things.
Can I do a general just like investigation to see if I notice anything strange about this cave upon first entry?
Sure. Know what you get.
You want me to roll investigation, yeah?
Yeah.
My investigation is not good, but okay, I got a 13.
All right, we're gonna buy you some dice next time I see you.
This is I don't want to do math, so I'm using the digital.
That's so real.
Look, I pulled all these dice out and I might regret my life choices. You notice glinting ground. Just here and there, little bits of glinting. Like coins, little trinkets, just they're shiny things.
I don't.
And they're
think
leading
Imani
further
is-
into the cave.
Calamity making connections. Imani is not.
Okay.
This is a whole like trap. This is a trap. We're walking into a monster's mouth.
We started off
Are
like,
you?
we're adventurers. We got this. To like, this is like some bullshit.
Right. This no, just a little bit. It's not just a little bit.
Just a smidge. The haunted house is
Okay.
what did it for Iska. Speaking of which, first time playing Paladin, so I am forgetting.
Wait, hold
certain
on.
things.
You're a paladin. You could have smited something. You just were like, deuces, I'm out.
Just-
I don't fuck with that type of stuff. I'm done with it. It's fine.
Oh,
I don't
you
want
are a
anything
whack-ass
on me.
paladin.
Don't do
Scaredy,
no
okay?
ghosts. Can't
Iska's
do
very
ghosts.
scaredy. But can I use my divine sense to just see if there are any celestials, fiends, and undead around? Like,
Sure.
okay, cool. Let me mark that off. Yeah, I'm gonna do
All right.
that.
Also, I'm gonna be that person. Y'all ain't donating. Give up some money for this shenaniganry.
Give up the
Lots of
coins.
coins. All together now.
Put it in the bag.
So do you roll for that, or you're just saying you use divine sense?
Yes, I can just activate it. Divine sense. It says for the next 10 minutes. I know the location of any celestials, fiends, and undead within 60 feet, and I know its creature type.
Good news. There are none of those within 60 feet of you.
Okay. Coast is clear, guys. Let's go.
Oh, that's all I need to hear.
I have
You
a
all are
question.
advancing. In or out of character?
Out of character. I have like the light cantrip thing that I can do at will. Can I put that on Pesca? It says object. It doesn't necessarily. Well, I guess it does have to be object. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my.
Pesca's riding your shoulder, so you could just
Mhm.
use it either on something
Yeah.
on your person or just you have your axe.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
could
use it
use
on my
that.
axe because I can't do
Does
it on
Pesca
Pesca.
have a charm?
Yeah, Pesca does have like a little necklace.
Put
I'll do it on
on
Pesca's
the
necklace then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways.
And how long?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a little bit of light bobbing along with you, with your birdie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
y'all
that's for an
y'all
hour.
just heading in.
I can I do a perception check just to see because this stank a whole lot and I don't know. It's giving Alaskan bullworm. You feel me? I can't. It just
It is.
Sure.
It is.
Okay. I'm gonna do a perception about it.
Can
See
I
what
get the
can
help
see here.
action? Like, just kind of look around at the like this gold. Does it look like local currency? Does it look like it's from far away? Do I see any footsteps?
It's a little too dark in there. Like you're seeing stuff embedded in the ground, but it's there's
Mm,
a trail leading further into the cave. Like
Okay.
also you just got here, so how would you know the local currency?
that's true. That's so real.
I
Okay.
went shopping.
28 perception. I rolled a 19 on the die.
Nice.
Nice.
Hmm.
So you recognize the beginnings of a dragon's.
I knew it. All right. Damn it. All right, cool. Well, this is the dungeon. That's the dragon. Let's go do the thing, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you tell the rest of us that you think this is a dragon?
Yeah, I
sword?
told
Okay.
I've relayed this information to everybody. This is a dragon's hoard or
Is it the
somewhere
dragon?
thereabouts.
Is it the one that did the journal?
Oh, that's a good
Ooh,
question.
that's a good question. Maybe.
You should have brought the journal.
I don't
No,
think we
this
would
is
have left that house with the journal.
The house would
nah.
not have been cool with that.
It wouldn't have been a goose chase anymore. I'll tell you that.
That's
It would have been a whole different game. No, this is a run of the mill, dragon's hoard thing.
Okay.
gonna
So
like hoist their axe over their shoulder. Like, so have y'all ever had dragon? Because I'm curious. Just
No,
wondering.
I am also curious about having dragon. My thing is not letting the dragon have me. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm
First
gonna
and
stealth
foremost.
about it. I'm gonna stealth about it, to be honest. Cause
wait, did you say you're like 6'8"?
uh-huh.
And you trying to be stealthy
Maybe
I got a
They
plus
said
7.
what they said.
with a bird that has a light
Dainty.
on it on your shoulder?
They
The big
said
hat.
what they said.
You know what? Okay, Solid Snake, let's go.
Scooby-Doo tiptoe their way over.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so now
like this is Scooby Doo.
you know that you are somewhere in here is the beginning of a dragon's hoard. You don't know if the dragon's in here because you haven't heard a dragon. But you know that somewhere in this cave could be a dragon. Y'all trying to go see what dragon meat tastes like?
Carefully.
Yeah.
Delicious in dungeon.
I'm going to be
Let's do it.
sneaking. I'm going to be sneaking behind the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You get so far into
be
the
leading?
cave. Oh yeah,
Oh,
what
I'm
is your
sorry.
marching order?
I mean, I am the biggest, so I guess I should go
What's your
first.
AC sitting at, boss?
14.
I'll be first.
You'll be first. Okay. What
I'll
is
be
your
first.
AC?
18.
Oh,
You
baby.
can be
Yes,
first.
please handle it.
I'll be first in this order.
Okay.
Okay, so you have your marching order. You all keep going. It's weirdly like illuminated, but not. It's not like daylight. But it's brighter than you thought a cave would be. And as you make your way in, you start seeing more and more trinkets and gold. Just kind of now they're laying on the ground. They're not embedded. It's not like something ran over it and shoved it in the ground. And you find an adult red dragon. Mhm. Not a dragonling, not a major dragon, but this is a grown dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And
What is
are
it
the
doing?
rest what?
What is it doing? Like, is it resting right now? Is it like up and moving around?
It's resting, but at the sound of you all walking up and kind of picking coins here and there, it just kind of is slowly raising its head, staring at you all. Like kind of like what you doing in my crib? I was asleep.
Cool.
Hi.
How you doing? Okay, Wait, you speak Draconic, I speak Draconic. Who else speaks Draconic? You speak Draconic? Okay.
Yes.
So I think between the three of us, at the very least, we can, send off good vibes like we're not here. We don't want no trouble, like Jackie Chan. We don't want no trouble. We just want to do our job and get to step in.
So the dragon, like, kind of stands to its full height, which is impressive because full-grown dragons are massive.
Uh-huh.
It, like, stretches out its wings, kind of like, like when somebody's about to throw down, they, like, stretch out, get the little, like, rotator cuff action on.
Oh, my.
Mm.
And when this thing's wings spread out, it is almost touching each side of the cave.
Oh, my.
It's a big old dragon.
It's a big old boy.
And it normally, like, if a cat slow blinked at you, would be fun. It would mean the cat trusts you. Imagine if a dragon blinks at you like that when you've woken it up from who knows how long of a sleep. It's just kind
I
of
hope
looking
you
at
all have
y'all
love.
like, how dare you come into my house, trespassing on my horde, and then you just gonna stand there and try to talk to me like we're homies?
Right.
I think Iska yells out like in Draconic, like, "Yo, you don't been eating all the animals around here? What's up,
Who are you?
Iska?
This
Who are
is
you?"
I'm the dragon that was minding my business till y'all ran up in my house.
I mean, yes. Full stop. They they can't disagree with that.
I like got me there.
Totally got me there. But we're looking for some missing animals. It's been weird around here. Is that up? Is that because of you? They're saying this cave is fucked up. But I mean, like, you're chilling, so
So what's
I mean,
tea?
don't you eat? I need to eat.
you.
I mean,
Yeah.
the dragon has logic. It's like occasionally stealing an animal. It ain't ate no people. Lost my cup drop. It's just chilling, minds business. On occasion, it's just going to get a snack by nearby farms.
Huh.
It's like confused and like looks at the group like weapon ready, like, so
So
do I
wait,
just-
did Zephyr tell us that there was something magical afoot?
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. You're thinking like, but it was some. Can I
Dragons are
insight
inherently
the?
magical creatures.
This is true.
So you just
That's
teleporting
true.
them into your cave, snacking.
Teleport.
Well, we've had some animals being teleported away
And
magically.
the dragon just kind of like nods at its wings. Also, it can understand you, but it cannot talk back. Like
Oh, right,
if
I
it
can't talk
responds,
Draconic.
I'm like,
She's fully
how are
speaking
we?
in common though. She's fully just
I'm
like
helping translate.
saying stuff like it
Translation
can understand her.
back.
Yeah.
So the dragon just kind of like nods at its wings. It also does like a little head crack, like it's got to get ready to nut.
I think at this point, Zephyr just kind of looks back at everyone as like, you know how I almost kind of realized what was going on. I think we're looking at the full picture. I don't think there was teleportation afoot anymore, but we're definitely about to disappear. Maybe.
God
The
damn
dragon's
it.
just kind of looking at y'all like, you really just walked up in my cave and walked up to him.
I
We got
only
the
have
wrong
this
person,
time.
I feel like.
What?
I feel like we got the wrong person. Because, like, Imani mentioned the teleportation. Dragon was like, what are you talking about?
Hey, look. So the dragon's talking to you because now it's just getting annoyed. It's like it was chilling. Y'all have disturbed its sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I don't know if you noticed, but I got real big wings.
Mm-hmm.
And if I just come in and grab an animal, it's not going to be loud. And it's like one bite for me. I don't know what this word is you keep using, but I came in, I swooped, I ate, and I left.
What about the adventurers that have been
I
going missing
mean,
in this cave?
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
snacks, I think.
That's my assumption, but I figure we ask before we
Wait, so
make
can you
more
speak
assumptions.
Draconic?
Yeah, I can.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, so you two can speak Draconic.
I can speak Draconic.
I'm the only one who cannot.
Okay, so the dragon just kind of looks at you and just. Have you ever seen like a Cheshire Cat grin?
Mhm.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's horrifying.
Huh?
On a dragon? That is
On a dragon,
terrifying.
just, you know,
Yeah.
that smile
I
go
mean,
all the way back, boy.
Zephyr knows that smile way too well.
it's a horrifying sight. And that's the last thing you see before the dragon just burned you all to death. This was a setup.
I knew we was walking into the Alaskan bullworm.
Everybody's like, this does not feel right. Still goes in.
Look, y'all walked into the cave.
We really did. We really
We
You
did.
just
really
said,
did.
We did.
like, I held the door open and y'all was like, okay.
Hey.
However, all is not lost. While your mortal flesh may be suffering quite a bit, all of you actually open your eyes on a plateau that is red and dusty and clay and smells earthy. You can hear a river not far away. And it makes no sense because the last thing you knew, you were literally toast. But you wake up and you sit up. Eye is red. It's hot. It's terrible. Would any of you know where you are? Do you want to make a check and see if you possibly know where you woke up?
Yeah, I'd like to
Um,
make a check
I'll
about
make a
it.
check. Make a check about it.
Huh.
I want to be
I mean, the players, you
perception.
know where you are,
My
but
players know.
Yeah. Wait, is it perception? You think?
perception or kind of basically like you all know that you should not have been
Yeah.
able to open your eyes. That should have been it.
My perception's better than my arcana.
let's go.
Wildly.
16.
Okay.
Perception.
16 plus 25 for
Okay.
perception.
That one goes away too. That was a nat one
Wow.
for a 7.
Oh my.
Wow. Well, not one is a crit
Yeah.
fail.
It is.
Not only do you not realize where you are, you think you are a-okay, and you start
Just
walking around until you
patting
realize,
himself
oh,
down.
this is not the cave I was in. It.
I mean, I'm still a little warm, but hey, I
Yeah,
don't
like
think the dragon
surprise.
killed us.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, my brain shut off. Novi, you know where you are. You shouldn't be here, you think. But you are in Avernus.
Mm.
Welcome to hell. And with that, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back. Everyone's in hell, in case you were not here before the break. So the party fought a dragon. Well, fought is being generous. They encountered a dragon, and then they all died. And then they woke up in hell, and we took a break. But before we get back to the action, remember we are fundraising for Black Girls Rock. The command is running in chat, and we got a donation. We're $600 out of 1,000. Thank you so much for our donors. Everyone is here to help raise money. We're going to have fun. We're going to be a little silly. We're going to fight a kaiju-sized goose eventually, maybe sort of before time runs out. Who knows? Depends on what the dice do, because they are fickle, as we have seen this evening. Yes. Buckle up, because it's going to be a wild ride from here on out. Are y'all ready? All right. So, when we last left off, you all had awoken on this plateau, and you're surprisingly not crispy. You're pretty much as you were prior to meeting the dragon. And you notice it's warm. It's warmer than it was, Dave. You are surprisingly alive. What do you all do?
I guess the first thing is to let everybody know that where we are.
How?
How?
How? You're the one that realized you were in Avernus.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna just tell everybody that we're in Avernus. Hey.
Oh, you mean your group, not like send a message.
Yeah. No. There's nobody that I want to talk to.
Wow, okay.
just
Well,
the homies for real.
all right. Well, you all have learned of your fate for now. You're in hell.
Oh.
Where do we like do? I'm sorry, and I could have missed it because my cat is over here, like she got the zoomies and it's some fierce. But what do we like see upon waking up? Are we like just on the ground in the sky? You know what I mean? Like we're outside, or
You all, you're laying on a plateau. It's kind of sandy, dust, so very desert-y. And you hear a river, and if you look, it's kind of far, but you can see a dark, burbling, very wide river that looks sinister.
okay.
And you just feel something. You feel that same kind of dread when you look at this river, kind of just coursing through the valley. And it's just weird. You're like, you kind of do the. I swore I was crispy a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
But you got your stuff, you got your weapons, you got anything that was on your person. But y'all are like laying in a dust bowl, basically.
It's like, so this is what happens when you die. Okay.
Interesting.
This is fucked up. My
Zephyr
God is
just
just gonna
kind
be so mad at me.
Zephyr just kind of looks and is like, "Do y'all remember about 2 weeks ago when I got way too drunk and I was saying I would go to hell and back for you guys? I don't think this is what I meant."
Damn.
What? The cool
Not you
thing
taking
is
it
you
back.
went to hell and not you taking it back.
Wow.
Not in that way. I mean, of course, I love you guys, but I just didn't expect us to die so quickly.
Well,
And you
better
hear
quickly than painfully.
a sultry voice that is very. They sound like they are amused by your situation. But it's also one of those voices where you're like, I might do anything you ask because your voice. Well, what are we here?
Hello.
Hello?
What have we here? Hi.
Iska, you realize that this is the deity you've sworn fealty to as a paladin.
Iska like drops to one knee and like bows their head immediately.
Oh, you're kind of reverent now, aren't you? When you need me.
I think okay, so I forget to do my prayer sometimes. I know, but I I'm really cute.
And you just hear this. I've got to
She's
get
so
better
sick of my shit.
followers. And you know like the clack of heels on a parquet floor.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the jangle of her metal boots. And it's like a very heavy sound as she's walking around you all in a circle, kind of surveying all of you. Like, get up. I know that you don't mean this obeyance.
It's and they stand
Eh.
up. It's good, like motions like this is my goddess, Diane Castra. These are my friends. Why are
Oh,
you here?
Hi.
I know who they are. I'm a deity.
Oh, you do? Oh. Wow.
Yeah, I shouldn't say I'm surprised that you all are here.
Yeah, we kind of goofed. Met a dragon for the first time, and that didn't go so well.
You met a dragon.
A dragon killed us.
Yeah, death by dragon.
Yeah,
You know that I don't like lying.
I know.
And then she kind of turns to the rest of you. You all were in this foolhardy plan to meet a dragon.
It wasn't really
To our
meeting a
credit,
dragon.
right, we didn't know it was a dragon. We knew that it was somebody eating animals or taking
And
animals, and
and
all signs pointed to a dragon, but you know, I guess we didn't think it through all that well.
And as she walks, she's just kind of like you hear the clack of the tips of her gauntlets, her thighs. She's walking because she's frustrated. I kind of, I guess. And so she turns and looks at all of you. Even though you all are foolish, you get one chance to fix it. But you must do something for me.
And you'll help us get
Okay.
back.
So here's the deal. She like leans in a little conspiratorially. This may sound strange. There's a giant goose that has been a problem for many. It's fiendish, it's hellish here, but it's kind of been attacking people. But where it is, I can't really enter. Not all the other gods can enter. And look, along the shore of it is if you can go kill this goose, I'll let you leave and you'll wind up back in your mortal bodies before you became a dragon.
that's going to
Hopefully
be
you
my
won't
next
make,
question.
well, hopefully you won't make the same foolish decision to go after a dragon in its den. But, you know, if you do that again and you wind up here, I can't help you. You out of luck.
Fair, 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 fair,
Very,
fair.
very fair.
So, normally I'd run you around a bunch, make you earn this a lot, but look, I'm tired. I'm annoyed that you're here because Gal looks at her wrist and realizes there is nothing to tell time with that mortals would comprehend. Like, look, you didn't hear this from me, but you aren't supposed to be here quite yet. So, let's see if we can help you out. You get the goose out of my hair. You get to go back and be alive again, or whatever value that might be in your pithy existence. And he pulls out a pouch and kind of tosses it at you, Iska. You're muted.
Sorry. Iska picks it up and is kind of just examining it in their hand.
What's in there, Jingles? You want to see what's in the pouch?
Yeah, they open it up.
There's coins in there, but they're not coins like you've ever seen. They're dark, metallic. They're sinister. And Zephyr, if you touched one, you would know exactly what it is. A soul coin.
Oh.
You know what these are for, Zephyr?
I know what they are. Never thought that I would see one. At least, not this recently. These are, I believe, a certain type of currency for Avernus. If I'm not
Currency,
too.
yes. Trying to see if I had a soul coin on my desk. I do not. Currency, but in this case, a key. Key for a war machine. You need to go down into the town that you'll see eventually. Go straight to Mad Maggie. Tell them that I sent you. Show the soul coin. She owes me one or several. And tell her you need a war machine that will get you to Fort Knucklebone. And if she tries to, mess with the deal, doesn't give you what you need, Iska, you can call upon me, and she doesn't want to see me show up in her shop.
Very much noted.
So,
Mad Maggie, War Machine, Knucklebone, right?
when you get to Fort Knucklebone, however you get in the door, because I can't give you everything for free, you might try the truth, you might not, I don't know. Or you could tell them you were sent to slay a demon, which a lot of people think of this goose as a demon. I don't know if it's really a demon. I don't care. I just want it dead. You get to the bottom level of Fort Knucklebone and take on the goose. These are evil creatures, just so you know. This is not just a run-of-the-mill goose. That I could take care of. This goose might be as big as a dragon.
Oh, I've had enough
Does
dragon-sized
it also breathe
things.
fire?
I don't know. I've never fought.
Mm.
All this
Look, you all are
megaphone.
asking way too many questions of a goddess. I gave you what to do. Go fight the goose or not.
Yes, ma'am. You're right. Yep, we got
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Yep.
Sounds
That's
good.
fine. Thank you, ma'am.
When the job is done, how do we do? I'll call you.
Like once the goose is gone, if you manage to defeat it, you'll be right in the place you need to be to go back home.
Okay.
All right. And with that, she not flounce, but she sachets away. And just you see a portal open, and then she goes through it, and that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, she could have took us with her with that portal.
Oh.
She could have.
She really could have.
Cool.
Look, you got to earn your mortality back. Y'all walked in the dragon's den, literally.
Yeah, true. All right. Mad Maggie.
Yeah. War Machine? Anybody know how to drive?
I hope so.
No.
You'll figure it out. Figure it out.
My dexterity isn't bad.
It can't be that hard.
There's
Right?
instructions.
We'll learn. We'll figure it out.
All right. Are you going to actually follow what she said and go straight to Mad Maggie's?
How do y'all feel? I think Iska would vote to go straight to Mad Maggie's.
Yeah, that's where I'm leading. A goddess gave me directions,
Yeah.
and
That's the one.
She was pretty and she told me where to go. I'll go.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Basically.
I listened to the pretty giant lady. Yes.
For Iska's I'm not gonna try to trick my trickster deity. I'm gonna lose 10 out of 10 times.
You're in luck, though. I mean, there are signs in common. There's something weird about this town. There's no sense of. You see walking Aarakocra skeleton. You see someone that may have been a tiefling when they were alive. It is a very undead spot. People are kind of just all looking at you like, when you might as well just have a shirt that says "I ain't from around here."
Mm.
Yeah.
As newly departed.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving
You are
tourist.
You're giving fresh meat.
Oh my.
Mm.
And
Could
people are just
I
kind of watching you. Yeah, what would you like to do?
I would like to like kind of switch my vibe from like, oh, I'm on a mission with my goddess to like an aura of like intimidation. Like, okay, I know we looking like a walking lick, as the kids say, but don't try it though.
We're
Right.
trying to just have an aura of intimidation as a paladin.
hmm
You can. How far away from people are you keeping?
Um, I don't think we tried to come into this on a like a low profile situation. I think we're like just walking amongst the crowds, just as if we are from here or have been through here before.
Mm.
Right. Okay, so you have your aura of intimidation up. You roll it. You roll it. Ooh. Okay. You're walking.
Sound you want to hear?
You're walking.
Like got their chest puffed out, trying to look bigger than what they are while they're walking through.
Yeah, and like I said, luckily for you, there are signs in common that point the way toward Mad Maggie's garage. There are some angry looking undead that are just kind of really watching y'all like, where do you think you're going in my town?
Oh my heavens!
I think
Oh,
I think as Zephyr sees this happening, he kind of just turns and looks just to kind of make sure nobody is like following the group because he's just a little on edge at this point with all
I
of these angry
mean,
eyes on us.
you did get burned to a crisp, and somehow you're still walking around uncrispy. So
Oh, they might be feeling away.
yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I'll roll another d20 and see what happens. Oh, you all are lucky. Nobody's bothering you for now. And you get to this garage. It looks like any other mechanics place. There's a bunch of what you assume to be the infernal war machines kind of out in front. And you see an Aarakocra working on the engine of one of these vehicles. The door is open, and you could walk in, you could inquire where Mad Maggie is, but it's clear you've at least found this garage of hers.
Mm.
What would you like to do?
Do
Mm.
we see anybody?
You mean beside the Aarakocra?
Oh, we see the air. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like the gates, the door going further into the workshop slash garage are open.
Oh, so we can just walk in.
Okay. I'm gonna like knock on the
What's in here?
door as we're like walking through and announce ourselves like you know.
You doing the yoo-hoo again?
Uh-huh, yeah. Yoo-hoo. Very loud.
It
So
always
someone,
works.
so on your second yoo-hoo, an older looking woman, putting you in the mind of like a witch, but like a storybook witch, kind of pokes her head out. What is that racket you are making? What is a yoo-hoo?
That's how they say hi.
From it's a drink and also a greeting.
All right, that's weird, but what do you want? People usually don't wandering off the street.
We're here
True.
for a war machine.
Mm-hmm.
You think you can come into my garage and want a war machine?
Uh-huh.
That's what we were
Oh,
told to do.
you're Mad Maggie?
Yes.
It's gonna like pull out the little soul coin bag, and they're like, Dine Castro sent us. We need a car, machine, truck, vehicle.
One of
If
those
I didn't,
words.
let me guess, she said I owe her one or several.
Exactly that. Actually, were you there?
No, she does this to me all the time, and we have to settle up later. But if I say
Wow.
no, it'll be a thing. Like you can tell she's like,
Sick of that.
and so she yells, and the air cook where you saw working on the car pops his head in. Open up the gate. Give them the one out of stall F. Did she give you enough coins to run this thing?
We don't know. How do you drive this, actually? You got any tips to give us?
Oh, I don't have a tip. Just you'll find a slot on the dash, and you'll see.
Okay.
Oh my.
So this Aarakocra, you hear the like screech of those, the big metal doors at a garage or a
Mhm.
workshop. You hear that screech, and then you see this thing that looks like it's out of a Nightmare and Mad Max at the same time.
Sick.
And it door pops open, and there's enough room for y'all. Who has the highest dex?
+3.
13 plus 1.
Plus
+2.
4.
You have a +4?
Yeah, my dex is 18.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
Amani, you are the driver.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
You have a good. You have a good dex. I'm not gonna make that would be so anticlimactic. Well, you didn't make it to the goose fight because you just like rolled off a cliff. That would be so anticlimactic.
What a way to end.
She would.
I mean, if I was an evil DM, I absolutely would do it. Nobody's saying I'm just not evil today.
Real.
So you all get in. Imani, it is, even though there's no way to know who's going to drive this car, it fits you perfectly. You can see, you got space. And then you notice this large slot on the dashboard. It looks weirdly like one of those coins you just got should fit in it.
Ooh, hand me a coin.
Yeah, I give the pouch.
She'll take one out and like put it in the little area.
Okay. You do that. You hear the engine rev up. You feel the rumble, and then you hear a horrible wailing.
Hello?
Oh, there's no answering. That is the sound of a soul being used for fuel. Nice people don't wind up in
Oh.
soul coins.
Oh.
Zephyr was aware and left that part out on purpose.
Oh,
I
so
like how
you
three
did.
of us are like, oh, and then you said bad people are put in. We're like, okay, cool.
Okay.
That checks
I
out.
mean,
Like, well, what did you do though?
you had to do something real bad to wind up in a soul. Just
You
putting
know?
it out there.
That's fair.
So thankfully, the wailing and gnashing dies down. You do not have to endure this on the whole drive. But when you start that war machine up, you hear this horrible noise. It sounds like a funeral dirge of whoever's soul was in that. And it's weirdly not modern, but there is a map, and the Aarakocra that opened the gate for you leans in. It's like, look, our Knucklebone is so many leagues that way. Just stay on the road. Just go straight. You'll be fine. It may take you a couple hours, but you'll get there. Now, what you do when you get there, I don't know. Just whenever you're done, the war machine will come back. On its own, with you in it, without you in it, it will come back home eventually.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you, Maggie and Mechanic.
your
Like
name?
there at.
Look, this Eric Coker's minding his business. He's happy when he's working on engines. He ain't worried about y'all. He's like, yeah, more adventure.
A dime a dozen, truly.
Like, oh, you? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So there's quite a bit of stretch of road out there. There's nothing out there but dust, more dust. But to the right of you, you see that river. Dark, it is churning and horrifying. If anyone wants to do either an Arcana check or a history check to see if you know what the river is.
History.
All right. Come on.
Okay. I can do history.
Whoo! Finally, dirty 20 on the Arcana.
Nice.
16 history?
Yeah. So those of you with high enough rolls, you know that's the river Styx, and you should not go in the river Styx.
Mm,
Unless you want to
Mhm.
literally forget everything you've ever known and not
okay.
know who you are or where you are.
Cool.
So no
Imani,
driving in the
steer
river.
clear. Steer
Yeah.
clear of the river.
Yeah, no touchy. No touchy.
Wow, that's a pretty river.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's
Roll
pretty
a
over
6.
there though.
It's pretty, but you have no inclination to drive to the river.
No.
Um, the Eric Coker told you stay on the road. You're staying on the road. Did you all want to talk about anything while you were driving to Fort Knucklebone? Or are you just like focus mode? That's what you're doing.
It's just a straight shot, you said, right?
Yeah, basically, as long as you stay on the road and don't veer off, you don't take any side quests,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be fine. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
We could sing 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Like, it's because like, how are we gonna fight this giant goose? Like,
It's a
it's in
goose,
a
not a
fort.
dragon.
Well, it might breathe fire still, so I don't know.
I
well,
mean,
the dragon got a lead up on us. We weren't prepared. We weren't expecting that to happen.
The
Look,
dragon didn't
I'm gonna just
actually
put
leave.
out there
The dragon
that a
was
goose
asleep.
has a bunch of teeth like a dragon has a bunch of teeth. And I'm not fucking with nothing that got more teeth than me.
Goose,
So
oh,
teeth.
geese have teeth on
geese
their
have teeth.
tongue.
Oh yeah. Yeah, on the tongue.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Actually,
Didn't know that.
IRL, out
I
of
knew
character,
I
I,
was
geese have
I
afraid
teeth
did.
of
on their
geese.
tongue.
I did not know that.
Horrifying. I did not know that.
Y'all didn't
Could
oh
have
yeah, no.
could have went the rest of my
Geese suck.
life.
if have you
I
ever
said,
seen
I
a
don't like
goose with an
birds.
open mouth? Nah, we good. We
That's
good.
Ah,
scary.
as
Wow.
I'm just saying I don't want to get bitten by a dragon or a goose, so I figure we behead the thing and keep it pushing. It's got a lot of neck real estate, and I have a really big axe.
Okay, so
They
first off, you
mentioned.
got to get to Fort Knucklebone. Let's get
Mhm.
there. This is a conversation you're having on the way.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
And
you have
what
a
did they
plan.
say? Like, what did they say? Like, you'll either tell the truth or you won't. Is that what your goddess said?
Oh no, she just didn't want any. She didn't want Iska to lie about how they got there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah,
I
because
was like
I
puzzled.
didn't give like the full truth technically.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, Iska was light on the details.
Very.
So we'll cut its head off, and yeah, we'll just someone will distract it. I can distract it, and then you can cut its head off, and then y'all can help with that.
Who needs to be up close and personal?
That's
I
me.
can do
I do.
either.
I can punch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll have to make sure that Zephyr can do the things
Zephyr
he
is
needs to
pretty
do.
quick.
Exactly. Yeah. And like they also mentioned that this goose was on was it bottom level or first level? Like, are we gonna have to fight through floors
I
of enemies
oh,
or
like a
Maybe,
battle tower.
right?
maybe not. We'll
Mm.
see what happens when you get there.
It's
We
gonna
may
get
be
a
able to talk our
nosebleed
way
hearing
through.
Yeah.
the DMs.
The tears
Like,
of
shit, okay,
cheese.
we might.
Every battle can be talked through.
every battle can
Or
be
you
talked
could,
through is
or
so
you could
funny.
just teach the dragon about economics.
Mm.
True. Have him write like his ledgers and stuff down like homeboy in the haunted house.
That's farming.
That was so funny. Okay. It's because, yeah, I think they're just thinking about like, okay, uh, the worst that can happen has already happened. So
True. True.
there's
At
I
this
that.
point, we
mean,
literally have nothing to lose.
do you want to stay in hell though?
Not necessarily, but
Like if we
No,
fail,
if we're
kind
since
of
we're already
here.
here.
they don't have good food, I don't think. I don't know.
That's true.
See, you didn't stop
Mm,
to eat. You had a directive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Maybe
Oh,
they have
Um,
good
people
food. It is
here.
technically the South, is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Not this.
why the hell gotta be the South? Damn.
It's
Um,
down.
Okay.
I walked into that one. Well, you all have your
From
band here.
Florida.
Your plan of attack. Pull up to a fortress, and there's guards there. There's commerce. You see guards coming in and out. You can kind of see the opening courtyard of the fortress, and our the war machine. When you stop it and kind of pull in toward the front of the fortress, it turns off and actually spits the soul coin back out to you. You didn't use all of it.
Oh. Put it back in the bag. Hand it back.
You got like half a tank left.
Maybe a quarter, depends on how much it was screaming. So you all have got to Fort Knucklebone, and as you try to walk in, these two gruff-looking, kind of, you can tell they are undead, but they don't act like they're undead. They act like this is just every day at the fortress. These two Aarakocra guards are like, "What's your purpose doing here?"
I look at
Uh,
Iska.
It's looking at y'all.
we're
And then
here
I
to
guess they
kill a
shrug.
demon.
We are
What he
here to
said.
slay evil that has fallen upon this land.
Mhm, mhm.
They just go, "Oh, you're so sweet. We're in
Thank
hell.
you. Yes.
You know we're in Avernus, right?
And that's what
Yes.
they told us.
The whole place is evil. So you got to be specific."
Oh.
Situation here, like, right? Like, do people like rent floors for their boss battles? Like, what's the situation here?
Aarakocra, you ever seen a crow just kind of turn its head? I can't turn my head that far. Like, I can't actually turn my head that far, but it's giving you a very
Mhm.
crow-like stare. Like, the hell are you talking about?
They're like, what's the makeup of this tower? Like, how do
It's
we,
it's a military fortress. Are you new?
Yes,
Yes.
very.
Was
Oh,
that not
that's
clear?
Look, I was trying to give y'all benefit of the doubt last time. I assumed somebody was new. It ended badly for me. So,
That's fair.
look, let me guess. Let me guess, because this happened 2 weeks. You're adventurers. You thought you were going to go do an easy score, and then you wound up here.
Yes.
Got us pegged dead to rights.
Unfortunately,
I
Oh.
mean, you don't have to say it so
right?
rudely.
But they're right.
Well, I'm not being rude. It's just this is a common occurrence once or twice a month. We get some people that were clearly not ready to shuffle off their mortal coil, that look real confused, that look very frazzled, depending on how long they've been in Avernus before they finally get here. And all they know is, and I'm gonna guess, stop me if I'm wrong, you have to go slay a giant goose.
Okay, that's dead on the nose now.
So
And the
Yes.
other
people
Eric
go
Coker
slay
was
the
pulled out a
goose?
ledger. The other Eric Coker was pulled out a little ledger, has flipped it to a page going, 8, and I don't know what date it is, but it's like 10th of Cloudreach, new set of adventurers. Will they make it out? Who knows? I should earn 50 more gold. And this Eric Coker's just betting against y'all verbally and loudly.
Period.
You know what? Can I put 5
You know
gold
what?
on us winning? I'm
Yeah.
like, can I take part in that? Just
As a
put,
matter
put
of
5
fact,
on
I
us
got a
You
winning.
know what?
couple.
Yeah, I'll put it on a pot
I'll
on us
put in
winning.
some money on us winning. Yeah.
Like, but these two Eric Coker guards are just looking at y'all like, so if you win though, you leave. So how am I supposed to get? How are you
I'm
supposed to get your
collect
money?
first.
That's for
I'm
you to
Yeah.
collect
figure
first.
out.
That's
Yeah, I want to
Y'all can make it
collect
happen.
first.
right.
Mhm.
And the Eric Coker that was talking to you is like, no, look, I'm just gonna make this easy for you.
Mm.
Because this is just now part of the duty roster. Because at least once a month, if not twice or more, somebody shows up or a group of somebody shows up claiming that they were told to go fight a goose. We think it's an elaborate prank. Wherever they go, they either run back out screaming or we find them a week later.
Well, do
I
you find the
see.
goose?
Oh no, we leave the goose alone. We find whatever the goose leaves for us to find.
Okay, so the goose is real. The goose is real this time.
Oh, the goose is real, except the people that have shown up are woefully unprepared for the goose. And whoever keeps
Okay.
sending these people to fight this goose either really doesn't like their warlock, whoever it is, their paladin, whoever keeps sending these poor people, or these
Loads
clerics.
from Disc.
It's just either they made their god or goddess or whoever they are serving real mad, or they fucked up somewhere.
Oof.
Yeah. So I hope that none of y'all were sent by a god, a goddess, a deity, a patron. But look, I'm gonna make this real easy. It's also you're all undead now. You don't need. Well, you're kind of sort of dead. It's hard to explain. And then they just kind of point straight down the middle of the pathway. They're like, see those stairs? Go down those stairs 3 levels. There, you'll find a door. Now, what you do when you get to the door is up to you. If you change your mind and want to run back out, that's up to you. I wouldn't blame you. However, if you decide to enter the door, that goose, that demon, whatever it is beyond that door. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if you get your freedom, get your life back, whatever you get, if you actually defeat the goose. Go with whatever you believe in. I hope you got good weapons. I hope you got enchanted something. I'm going back to duty. And if you decide to run past me, I didn't let you in here. I ain't see you.
Do
Okay.
you have any advice?
No, I'm a guard. I don't get paid enough. I stand here
Okay.
for 6 hours in the unwavering heat.
Hours?
What do you think a guard is?
But you don't get a break?
Look, I get a lunch break. I get a mandated union break. We're in hell, but it's not that bad.
Oh.
Okay.
Look,
No.
also, again, I get paid okay, but we're dead. I don't really need to eat. I don't need any of that, but I get paid okay.
Well, Avernus really is hell, because why is there
It is
still
so bad down
capitalism?
here.
Look, I said we're in hell. Therefore, there's capitalism.
Yeah.
Real.
I get
Real.
there's money. I don't know why we get money because nobody here really needs none. We're all dead. But you know what? That's getting beyond the point. Just go fight the goose. Good luck.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll see you. Maybe I won't.
Hopefully you won't. All right. And I'm going to tromp on in.
I need a new goddess. It's because like their shoulders are like slumped. They're like, shit. What did I do?
You just hear a whisper. You know what?
God damn it.
Yeah.
What did you do?
What did you do, big dog?
No, for real. Yeah. Tightening my armor, like, all right, well, let's try. Oh, should I?
Oh.
Damn.
Did
I nothing. Never mind. I was like, I feel like I was forgetting. Like, well, actually, I'll just ask. Everybody got magic weapons, right? Or do we need
No.
to go back in town? Oh god.
I got
fuck.
magic.
I didn't
don't
get
use
magic
weapons.
I got boots that help me fly.
Okay. Okay.
I said
I
you
got
could
That's
have a
fine.
magic item. It didn't have to be a
Mhm.
weapon.
It did have to
Yeah.
be a weapon. That's true. Okay, cool.
This is why I told you. Get it?
I'm gonna. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bless on us.
Okay.
All right, you can get your bless on.
Wonderful.
Are you all getting out of the way, by the way? Because y'all are holding up traffic, people trying to get in and out of the
Oh
fort.
yeah,
Yeah.
let me.
Yeah,
let
we're.
me
I think we're
switch.
walking towards the door. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I'm
I'd say
heading
we're walking
towards the door.
We're like, let's go.
Okay.
All right, you might as well have a neon sign going, "Your doom here," but y'all can keep walking.
Hey, we
It's
walked into Doom before,
fine.
and it turned out all right.
Ish.
It's
You know.
Or we fuck up
Ish.
if we
We
got
You're
caught.
vibed.
in You're in hell though, but I digress.
I'm gonna cast Bless at a second level so I can get myself as well.
Okay. Y'all God bless.
Oh.
Make sure you note that when we have the combats, depending on what you all do.
Okay.
So nobody stops you. This is real curious. Like everyone kind of like looking at y'all like dead man walking. Like, oh, more. So it's Tuesday. Cool. Nobody stops
Pretty
you.
much.
And you go down 2 levels, and it gets a little cooler. And then you see at the end of a hallway a door, but it's weird because there's a blue glow around the door,
Mm.
and nothing malicious. It's just a door. But you can tell from the shrieking that that's where the goose is. Geese make
Oh.
horrifying noises.
Yeah, they do.
Do you enter or do you decide to stay in hell?
Can we like
I
tiptoe?
mean, I kind of, at this point, I'm nosy. Novi is nosy. Alex would probably stay in hell. Novi wants to hear where the shrieking is coming from.
Oh, it's straight ahead of you. You know where it's coming from.
Yeah, it's time. It's time.
Are y'all ready
Yeah.
to get your combat on?
Yeah.
Extremely,
Depending, well, I take that back. Depending on what you all do once you enter the door.
yes.
I personally want to hit a goose a lot.
Uh, all right. Is anyone doing any last prep before you open the door? And also, are you checking for traps or if the door is locked?
I think-
Before we go
Yeah.
in, I'm going to cast Enhanced Ability at a 5th level.
What does that do?
Uh, so you touch a creature and choose Strength, Dex, Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma for the duration. Target has advantage on ability checks. Duration is concentration up to an hour. And at higher spell slots, I can choose an additional creature. So that is 3 additional. So that should be able to get all of us.
Okay.
And I am going to choose Strength.
Oh, so everyone gets a bonus to strength then while this is active?
Yeah, everybody gets advantage on strength checks for an hour.
Nice.
All right.
Cool.
Nice.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
So go ahead.
I'm sorry. I have aid. I can just like use this as a paladin. Or
Isn't
yeah, I
aid
can
like
cast it. It gives
so
people
is
it increases by their hit points by 5, their maximum hit
okay.
points.
Are you
Mhm.
at a high enough level where it can be for everyone?
Not for myself, just the 3 of them.
Okay, so everyone else gets how many extra hit points?
Just 5. Yeah, 5.
Okay, give yourself 5
Oh,
temp
yeah.
hit points.
Nice. Nice.
All right, so you got bless, you got temp hit points, you got aid. Y'all good?
Yeah, because I
I
can't
think
do
I'm
anything.
good.
I'm a beefy
All
boy.
right. Who wants to open the door?
Shall I do
I'll
the
open the
honors?
door. Yes, yes, you
The
should.
Zephyr is
Thank
happily
you,
in the back.
Daisy.
I'll push those doors open, yeah.
And what you see when you enter the lair of the goose is, if it wasn't horrifying, it would be majestic. This giant gray and black goose. And it's just kind of like almost in like a defensive posture because the door doesn't usually open unless there's about to be a fight or food or both. And it's kind of like brings up, looking around, seeing where like who dares enter its domain. Except it's big. It's real big. And when it makes another shriek, you see rows of. And it's warm. It is unnaturally warm in here. This is an infernal, horrifying, large creature. Psyche's being horrifying. However, it is not just going to attack you. It's kind of like, not confused, but it's like, did Snack just walk itself in? Cool. So, yeah. What would you all like to do upon seeing this horrific goose?
Okay, so silly question. Goose does not speak, right? Like not sentient type of goose, just goose.
So the goose can understand infernal. It cannot speak in a way that you would understand it. But it
Got
could
it.
understand if anyone has infernal.
No, I don't have infernal. I had giant, but that's not.
I
Yeah,
don't
this
have
is
Inferno
this is
either.
this is not a giant. I mean, there's universal language of you pulling a knife out, what you doing. So you have now entered the domain of the giant goose. It is not yet attacking you, but it is kind of like good.
Hmm. I
I don't speak Goose.
me neither.
So they're like, I don't sorry about this, I think. And Iska will first let me ask about the table. Y'all cool with me shooting this bad boy and getting
I
this
was
party
I was
started?
about to pull out a great axe and see what's goody. So
We're like,
right there with you. Yeah.
okay,
All right, so
cool.
you are initiating combat.
I am initiating combat, yeah.
All right, so you get the one free action since you started this. Everyone roll initiative.
Have advantage on initiative.
Let's see.
And I rolled a 12.
So the goose has
gosh.
18.
I rolled an
We got a
11.
12.
12.
Okay, hold on one more time.
I rolled 19.
So from the top of the screen, yours, what? The Novi's is 18 or 15?
Minus 12. Novi is 12.
Okay, so Novi's 12. Iska, yours?
19.
You get to go before. Well, you get your free attack because you already called it, but then after you'll get to go before the goose.
Okay.
Mani
6.
and Zephyr.
11.
Oh, we're stacked. In the wrong order, but we're stacked.
All right. So you in your kind of surprise round because you declared combat. What are you doing first, Iska?
I'm gonna I have a revolver, like I have mastery with it, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it on this goose.
Okay. How many shots? How many attacks do you get with a round and with the gun?
I have extra attacks, so I get 2 attacks.
Okay, so you get 2 attacks. Are both of them going to be with the gun?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Roll them
I
and
also
I'll
have
tell
2
you if
shots
you
with
hit.
it.
Okay.
So my
I'll roll
first
them and
roll
tell
was
you
a
if you
9.
hit. That does not hit.
Yeah. Let's see what's to this next one. Okay, 22.
That one does hit. Roll damage. What kind of
All
damage
right.
is your gun?
Piercing.
Okay, so what? How much did you hurt the goose?
6 damage.
Look, 6 is better than 0.
Yeah, it is. It is. I have the sap mastery, so the creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of my next turn.
Okay, because the goose will go before it's back to you again. So,
Mm-hmm.
that was your surprise because you initiated combat. Are you doing anything else?
Can you like what is the lay of this room like? Is it like a square room and this goose is like at the
So
center of it?
it's actually more of like a vaulted dome. Imagine like a big kind of
Mm-hmm.
round room.
Mm-hmm.
The goose is not quite in the center, but you can see where its nest normally is. There's what used to be a fountain, kind of broken and dilapidated. There's still water coming from somewhere, but it's not the beautiful fountain it used to be. And along the wall, there's a giant glowing mirror. If you played Dragon Age, think of an Illuvian when it's active.
Mhm.
And it's just pulsing with magic. Can't get near
Oh,
it,
that's
but
nice.
that's probably a way home. But the goose is in the way.
Yeah. Okay. I I want to get further into this room so I'm not like blocking everybody's way, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe I should stay right here since the goose goes before y'all, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, I mean, friendly fire could happen.
It could. I'm gonna close some distance, I think, with this goose. I'm gonna like kind of approach it, but like go like maybe around towards the left of it, if that's possible. I'll use my full like 30 feet of movement to do so if I can.
You can, but the goose is very zeroed in on you after it took a shot from you because it's
Okay.
like locked in. Like, oh, you shot me, dope, I got you.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's fine.
And oh, look at that, it's the goose's turn. So the goose is mad. Goose is mad, because you shot it.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
And the goose is a legendary creature. It gets 2 attacks. It's going to what is it gonna do? Oh, what's your armor class again?
18.
Oh darn. The goose got a dirty 20.
Ugh, okay.
So this goose is of the devil because you are in hell. It rears
Mhm.
back because you shot it. And it focuses on you and spits a very precise line of fire at you.
I knew it breed fire.
Goose. I
Money
knew it
was right
would.
about
But
Why is it happening?
the goose is like, you shouldn't have been talking shit. I was here minding my business. Oh, that is the wrong
Real.
die for damage. Where's the D10 when I need it? Okay, take 10 points of burning damage.
you. Okay.
Its other attack missed. So it basically like you got a shot, it got a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And the goose is actually like gonna not back up because there's not that much room for a creature this size to move easily,
Mm-hmm.
but it does take like a step or two back just so you can't be right up on it.
Okay.
And it's like if you've ever seen a snake fight a mongoose, it's kind of like hissing and not real happy with y'all.
Yo,
But
that in a goose form, terrifying.
I mean, geese are terrifying in general.
They are, yeah.
But I believe up next is Novi.
That is moi. Okay. So bonus action rage. Wait a minute. Before I say that. Actually, yeah, I think I can do both.
Yeah,
My
that's a bonus action.
rage.
Yep.
Let me mark that before I forget. And I am going to push forward. How if I stand like 5 feet in front of Iska, how far am I from the goose?
You're about 15 feet from the goose.
15 feet from the goose. Okay. Hold on.
Are you trying to melee attack it?
Yeah, I would have to move further. Yeah, I'm gonna just move further and hit it hard with my
Um,
axe.
and are you fighter or barbarian?
Both.
Then you get 2 attacks each round.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Welcome if you got him. I'll tell you if
Okay.
you hit.
Let me double check. I want to make sure that I'm not getting advantage. Because I think
With rage, I think you do get
I
advantage
think
if you're raging.
okay.
This is a person who's never played a fighter.
17 plus 8, 25 for the first hit.
And that one does hit.
Uh, and a nat 20 on the second hit.
All right. So both of those hit, and your second one is a critical, double the damage.
Okay, beautiful. So I get a d12 plus 4 for the first one. That is 13 damage for the first one.
Okay.
Second is 10 total,
So that's
including the
doubled.
double. Yeah.
Okay.
So only rolled a
Y'all have knocked some feathers off this goose. It's unhappy with you existing.
one.
Anything else before Zephyr takes their turn?
Already bonus actioned. I will save my reaction.
Okay. Zephyr, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do a thing to help out.
You got
Okay.
this.
So I got my concentration going, so I can't technically cast another concentration spell, but I do have my magical item. So you see Zephyr pull up one of the sleeves of his shirt, and you see this long scrolling tattoo of inky tendrils on his arm, and he points it towards the goose and he's like, I'm going to try and hold this thing in place. Hopefully that'll help y'all do something. I have to be within 15 feet of this thing to do this, but it needs to make a DC 14 strength saving throw.
14.
Yeah.
I failed.
Ooh.
The dice are in your favor, at least for now.
Awesome. So it takes 3d6 force damage.
Ooh.
Uh,
Now, how
and
long
then
does
it
this
is
holding the goose go for?
okay. It's grappled by me. As an action, a creature can escape on succeeding a DC 14 at strength, athletics, or dex acrobatics check. Grapple also ends if I halt it or if the creature is ever more than 15 feet away from me. 3, 5, 3. So that's 8 damage out of my 3d6.
Hey, better than 0.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. And then the goose is held until they try to escape, or you let it
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
That is all I can do, I think, because I'm still concentrating on enhance ability.
Got
Mhm,
it.
mhm.
Imani, you're up.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna punch it. So unarmed strike. But I want to do hand of harm.
What does that do?
So I expend 1 focus to deal an extra 1d8 plus 2 necrotic damage.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see if you
So
hit it.
yeah, let's see if I actually hit it first. Okay.
I see this little halfling running up and bopping the goose in like the foot.
I like that it's on like half page thing. It's so hard to figure out my page right now. Sorry. Okay. Unarmed strike. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to do
And
math real quick because the goose sheet is up on the other screen.
that is fair. All right. So I will do 12 bludgeoning damage and 6 necrotic.
All right. Any bonus or other or reactions before we move to the top of the order?
No.
Okay. Iska, it's back to you. And the goose is looking a little ruffled.
We love to see it. How many feet like away from this goose would you say that I am?
If you moved in a little bit more, 10 to 15. You would have to move a bit more to be in melee.
Okay. Um, I am going to close that distance, and I'm gonna like I have like that great axe like on my back. I grab the handle, hold it with both hands, and just I think Iska is like, all right, let's get it done. And yeah, they're gonna take their attacks with their great axe.
All right, and you get 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm. And the
All right,
damage type is
roll 'em.
slashing.
All right, well, let's see if you hit.
Yes. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. For 5 damage.
Okay.
I need my damage die to like get it together. I rolled a 21 for the next attack.
Yep, that hits.
Sweet. For 6 damage. And ba-da-ba-da-ba. Okay. I was reading the mastery for the great axe, but this does not apply with this. So yeah. And let me see what I can do real quick for a little bonus action for a moment. Oh, can I go ahead and use I should have used this before I attacked. I want to use Hexblade's Curse on this goose. It says once per short rest, as a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet to curse it for 1 minute. Either until they die, I die, or I'm incapacitated. So against the target, I gain a +4 bonus to damage rolls, and I score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20 and regain 10 HP if it dies.
You can do it, but it'll take effect next round.
Okay, cool.
You can't retroactively do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so if you get high enough scores next round, assuming you all haven't murdered the goose, that will take effect. So Zephyr, does the goose have to roll again to get out of the grapple?
Yes, he either has to roll or move out of my 15 feet.
But it's grappled, it would be difficult terrain.
Yes.
It would be hard for the goose to move even though you've grappled it, put it that way.
Yeah.
Agnabbit. Well, the goose is still grappled. Next. Toby.
Me?
This
Okay.
die is going in the dice jail.
Okay, so I'm going to take my attacks. And I'm also, because Iska is in melee, I can technically get like sneak attack bonus damage if I'm within 5 feet hitting this goose. Because
It's
Fighter
seen you.
Barbarian
It's not
Rogue.
really but the for a rogue for sneak attack, you've already attacked it. It knows you're there.
Let me see what it says. Hold on. Because it's where this is the problem with having a bunch of stuff. Okay. It says you don't need advantage on the attack if one of your allies is within 5 feet of the target, the ally doesn't have the incapacitated condition, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
So you basically just get this damage. It's not like a advantage. It's not whether or not the creature has seen
No,
you.
not at all. Not at all. No.
Okay. Look, video games, you tell me, but they saw you. You can't do this. All
Baldur's
right.
Gate is cruel. All right, let's
Look,
boogie.
that was like, but they saw you. And I'm like, dang, man. All right, roll them. See if you hit.
Okay. That is a 23 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, that hits.
And a 19 on the second one.
That does not hit, but
The first one does. Okay, I'm going to, just to be sure that I can do this, let me check. Yes, I'm gonna action surge.
Okay, what does that do for you right now?
You can take an additional action except the magic action.
Okay,
and
so
I can
what is
only
your
use it one
default?
time during a short rest. So the next action that I'm gonna attack it again.
All right.
And that is a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, so 2 hits, 3d6, 1d12, plus 4.
Good Lord.
So 8 plus 10, 18, 22 on the first hit.
Okay.
And oh yes. 11 plus 10, 21, 25 on the second hit.
Ooh, this goose is hurting. Oh, it's got a little stagger going on.
Oh, poor Goosey.
Poor Goosey None, y'all came out here to wreck this thing.
We
Zephyr,
did.
are you? So, are you able to attack with your tattoo kind of holding the goose, or
I just have to pass my turn while I'm holding this goose. I don't think there's much else I can do right now.
because if you drop concentration, oh well.
Yeah.
All right, Monty,
I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
how many
Period.
Oh
attacks is
yeah.
that?
That is
Like
2
4.
unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay.
Um, so I'm gonna do that and then attack, or should I attack first and then wait?
No, you can use your bonus action.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, does 15 hit?
Oh,
Dang. Okay. So this will then be my attack, my regular attack.
you got 2 attacks, both were 15. As you
Oh,
said,
do I?
flurry blows, but it was 2 unarmed
Oh,
attacks.
for some reason I thought you roll once, and if you like fail it, you can't do either one. So I'll roll again.
Yeah, it's just 2 unarmed strikes as your bonus action.
Okay. 21.
That one does hit.
Okay. Let me see how much that one does. That is 12 bludgeoning. And then my regular attack. Does a 10 hit?
Oh, look, let
All
this
right.
goose live. It's got y'all beating this goose like it owes you money.
Does it?
Maybe it does.
Owes us life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Shouldn't have
I
pissed
gotta
off the
get back.
goddess.
Whatever the hell you did, I don't know.
Whatever you did.
Any more attacks, honey?
Nah, that's all I can do.
All right. We are back at the top of the order. Isco, what you doing? The goose looks like it's about to get put in the oven.
Yeah. Okay. Um, let's go ahead and turn the oven up to 410. You know what I mean? I'm
Let's do
gonna
it.
whack this goose again with my great axe. I think Iska just kind of wheels back. I don't leave the goose's like what is it like area at all, but I do kind of move like shift to the right. I think like a little bit closer to Novi, just so Novi can be in that aura of protection I got going on, just in case.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna whack this goose. Let's see. Ooh, 14.
Oh,
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my god, 7.
all right. Well, it may be a moot point because the goose has to roll to get out of this damn thing. Also, that die failed me, so I'm not using that one.
Smart.
What do I need to beat your strength challenge?
14.
I just made it with a 15. I can't do anything this turn still. I just basically got out of your grapple, right?
Uh, doesn't the item itself isn't really specific.
Oh, so it's not like, okay, you got out of grapple, but that's all you can do?
Yeah, it just. Oh no, well no, I guess it is because as an action. So yeah.
All right, so, however, the goose has legendary action.
Mm,
Yeah.
So the goose is unamused, and it is loose, and it is mad.
Goose on the
You all
loose.
watch. It is on the loose. Well, it's loose from whatever Zephyr was doing. And the goose is angry. You see the tips of its wings start to glow. And it gets really, really hot. And the goose leans its head back, tips its beak open. And a fountain of fire shoots. So, Gotta roll. You gotta get at least a 14. Otherwise, you will take half damage. If you evade entirely, you will take no damage. But if you do take it, it'll be the full damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you have evade, a dex check, some way to get out of the way.
Let me see. I think I do.
I should have made it Dex. I didn't think the goose was gonna breathe fire.
I told you it was gonna be dangerous.
It does. It does. What does this do?
It's a giant kaiju-sized goose. Of course, it has to breathe fire.
You're right. I just wish you wasn't. Also, I rolled a 5.
Oh.
Oh
No.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So we're rolling dexterity.
Dex, if you have evade, use that. There's basically some way to get away from this goose's fire.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's just do this one.
Oh, don't forget you add how much do you add to saves? 1d4.
1d4, and we have advantage on strength checks too.
Yeah, but this
Right.
isn't really strength.
Dex though.
And
That's
there's a
true.
Dex. That's why I'm salty about it.
So 11 plus 6, 17.
You did make it. You managed to dodge fire, barely, but you made it.
Okay, nice.
Imani and Iska?
I got 15.
Okay, so you barely made it.
Got my eyebrow singed off.
You're a little warm. You're a little warm. Imani?
I thought I had something, but I cannot find it, so I guess I'll just roll a regular dex. I thought I had
Let's roll your
something
dex
that
check.
reduces my. All right, dex saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm. And add
That is
that
a
D4.
15.
Okay, so basically everyone but Zephyr made it.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh,
Not what
Zephyr.
we want
Par
to
for the
hear.
course.
Not our
Par
squishiest,
for the
our
course.
squishiest
Not what we
boy.
want to hear.
Right.
I mean, luckily for you, it's only D8 damage.
Okay.
It's actually 2D8.
I'm also gonna have to roll a con check.
12 damage.
Oh,
It's not the end of the
constitution.
world, but you're a little warm. You're a little warm.
Just a little
12
more.
damage, and if we made it, we take half of that, right?
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah, but you all have definitely put more of a hurt on this goose than it just put on you all.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, Novi, it is your turn.
Oh, right. Okay, yes. So I'm gonna hit it a bunch. At least twice.
Okay, go for it.
Team plus 2, 20, 28 on the first hit.
Okay.
And because I keep forgetting bless. 8 plus 10, 18 on the second hit, so that one doesn't hit.
Okay.
D12 and D12, 3d6 plus 4.
This is entirely unrelated to the game, but I love that your cat's just chilling up there and not moving when you move.
Yeah,
Gina
he's
so
used to
cute.
me doing the most here. So 20 plus 4, 24 damage.
Ooh. The goose is not looking okay. Y'all
You
put a
are
hurting
really
on this
nervous.
goose. It's kind of like almost limping. It looks wilted and almost defeated. And it's just kind of like, I'll be thinking, I was just sitting here, man. I was just minding my business.
Now,
So yeah, Zephyr, are you still trying to hold the goose? Because it's just kind of, well, it broke out of your holds. You can actually do something else.
It broke out of the hold, and I rolled for concentration. Just got a 10. So just made it, so I'm still holding concentration on enhance ability. But at this point, I don't even think we need it on the strength. So I think I'm gonna break concentration on enhance ability to do my other funny thing.
Okay.
As as I just look over to Novi and I'm just like, ready for round two, and I shoot her with enlarge.
Okay, you shoot them with enlarge, and is that your action for the round?
That'll be my action for the round. So now I'm holding concentration on enlarge on Novi.
So
They
how
should
tall
be
do I get?
large. I believe
How
you
tall
are
do
a
you
large creature, so
Oh,
whatever the
nice.
size of large creature is, because you go up from medium to large.
Nice.
And we're to Imani.
I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna
All right,
use
punch.
Fury of Blows. Uh, should I do heightened? I'll do heightened. So this time I take 3 unarmed attacks instead of 2. So
All right, roll them.
that is a 27,
That hits.
24,
That hits.
and a 19.
Does not hit. So 2 of 3 hit.
Right. First one does 6 damage. Second one
Okay.
does 9.
Ooh, this goose is not long for this world. It is almost cooked.
Mm.
Iska, what you got?
It's gonna. I kind of feel bad about this goose. I feel a
Look,
little bad about this goose.
should
No.
have thought about that before y'all started throwing punches. You started combat.
They definitely did, and now like they're at this point where they're like, maybe I should have talked. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, now you want to be a pacifist. Okay.
You know, they're like, I don't know this. It's just, I
Well,
think it's because they were hyping themselves up and they were like, okay, might not make it out of this alive, but it's like, wow, we're a really efficient team. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna swing on Goose. I will, it is what it is.
Put the bad out of its
Oh
misery.
my gosh. I am rolling Iska is feeling so bad. I rolled an 8.
okay. Yeah, that does not hit.
Okay. 22.
That does hit.
Let's see what's this damage. 4, and then with the Hex Blades curse, how much is it again? 8 damage total.
Okay. This goose is struggling. The goose is gonna try if you're done to do something.
I am done.
All
Yeah.
right. The goose is struggling. It failed to fricassee y'all with its legendary action. It's gonna actually try to kind of hobble away because again, it was in its house chilling, and then these folks ran up in here and whooped its ass. Goose is like, I ain't signing for all this. I'm trying to leave.
That's so real.
Oh, poor goose. The goose fails and trips and lands on its beak. 'Cause I got a nat 1.
Fight.
Push the goose through the portal. Like,
Yes.
just push the goose through the portal. Like, just go
Let's push
on.
him through.
Go. Just push
Novi,
it
you're,
through.
Go be
you're,
free.
Novi, you're sending the goose to the portal. Is that what you're doing?
Do we want to send the goose through the portal for real?
We could just try and pacify the goose and just
I would
leave.
be down for some shenaniganery, so I'm down for whatever.
Could we non-lethally knock him out, maybe?
Well, this goose tripped and fell. It's like on its way bye-bye. Night night. Real. Like, if you just leave the goose, eventually it might heal, but you wouldn't have killed the goose like Iska's patron deity wanted.
True.
But
Honestly,
this goose ain't long for the world. It's like, when you see someone get like jacked up and you're like, ooh, they're not long for this world. They said the
Yeah.
wrong thing to the wrong person.
But making me feel bad for this goose.
but
Good.
okay, hold on. Can I just point out in chat? Somebody was like, "The goose is down here for a reason." I was like, "That's true, actually."
Yeah.
The goose is down here for a reason, but I'm running the game.
Also true.
True. You know what? Goose is in the middle of his misery. I'm gonna put Goose out of his misery.
All right,
feel
and
Goose.
because you've also been embiggened, this is not going to be much effort because y'all put a hurting on this goose.
Sorry, Goose.
So tell me, how do you want to do this?
I'm going to do what I said from the beginning. I've been embiggened with my big ass great axe, and I'm gonna take it and chop the goose's head off.
You know what? This goose is so beat down, I'm not even going to make you roll to hit it. What does it look like when you cut the goose's head off?
I like raise my great axe above my head like that, like Jolly Green Giant status, and boom, so hard that it like cracks some of the ground. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was one clean swipe. That goose's head is off. And as the goose expires, the portal starts to pulse. You feel the oppressive aura in the room and around that lift. And when you look at it, you're seeing a beautiful green meadow. You're seeing the path up to the cave where you met your untimely end. Just got to step through.
Want to step through? This feels like a trick. I'm down to clown. Let's go touch the portal, I guess.
What's the worst that could happen at this point?
True, we did go to hell, so it's all right.
We've gone to hell. We got killed by a dragon. I think we just
Yeah.
go.
We need to collect our bet. But also, can I just say a quick prayer to my goddess? Like, hey, goose is done. We did that for you.
She knows. She
Right.
knows. Like, she's a goddess. She's omnipotent. She knows. And actually, when you do that, she appears. And she just kind of looks at the goose, looks at y'all. Oh, well, I'll be damned. I didn't think you could do it.
Told you.
Okay,
I
let's
think-
not get cocky. Let's not get cocky.
I'm just saying we're the ones who killed the goose.
Why?
Oh, and she
why did the
just
goose
pulls out a notebook, goes, she just puts it away.
God damn it. It's like, I'm gonna shut my mouth.
What exactly did this goose do?
It's a
Yeah.
goose.
I don't understand.
Right.
Beasts are evil. Are you actually questioning a
I was just curious if it did something to you.
curiosity killed the cat or the halfling?
Oh.
This looks like a real
But
nice
you all-
portal to walk through.
This looks like a bomb ass portal. Big fan of the portal.
Real big fan of the portal.
nice
Like, she's
portal.
not a nice goddess. She is not here for your sassy or shenaniganry. And she don't know you like that. Look, she barely tolerates Iska. She don't know you like that.
Oof. Well, I'm not trying to get smoked, so I'm going to huff it on through this portal with a how do you do to Miss Goddess over there.
And she's just kind of looking at y'all like, hurry up.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And we'll
See
And
you.
through the
I
portal
think.
I go.
follow
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah,
You
just
all
going
go through
straight
the portal.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a whooshing noise as the last of you steps through. And it's weird because you're looking up at the cave. And instead of what you expect to see, what you know is in there, there's a slain dragon kind of halfway out of the cave. People are gathered around it and they're talking. And then someone turns around and notices you all and wonders how you got past the. You know what? They're just like, you know what, magic? It's whatever they did. The dragon's dead. Our livestock should be safe. And they're looking at you kind of like, well, I guess. So you're alive. You defeated the goose. Something killed the dragon. Maybe it died when the goose died. We don't know. So
Oh,
I love that.
that's bonkers.
That is. I think it's a
So
company like, we did that. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're
Yep,
welcome.
yep, we did that.
We totally
We will
did that.
take your applause now.
okay, look, people are like the farmers ain't all that you pushing your luck.
Miss
These people
Johnson
also
is
Where's
about to
Miss
whack us.
Johnson?
Miss
I was
Johnson
just
don't
thinking
care.
that.
You're welcome, Miss Johnson.
Miss Johnson, she's walking out with a backpack full of the dragon's treasure. She don't care about y'all. She's like, I'm gonna replace my cows and chickens.
You know what? That is so
Honestly,
real. Good
going,
for you,
yes,
Miss
good for you.
Johnson.
Yes.
Good for you.
And she's like, I'm gonna buy that dude's house. Talking about I'm not lordly. Look, she's a cranky old lady. She gonna get her revenge.
I love her.
Period.
But the
I love that for
farmer's
her.
like, he scooped up some. Look, everybody got paid. There's some treasure left if y'all want to take it.
Of course, and
Yeah.
never just goes
Yeah.
straight in. It's like we were
Just
looking at it
y'all-
before.
You all get some treasure. I will roll to see how much you get. But it's like nobody's gonna stop you. As far as they're concerned, you kill the dragon, save them all. They ain't gonna fight you over getting your earnings.
Can I
And
look at the dragon really quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
Does it have any similarities or anything that reminds me of this goose?
Other than you know that it breathes fire.
It
Huh.
doesn't there's no weird markings or any.
Oh,
kind
like
of-
similar wound markings. Like,
No,
Yeah.
that is
Mm.
that is a adult red dragon. There's nothing
And has
similar.
it been beheaded?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
No, but the tail's gone.
Interesting.
Hey,
Hmm.
Now
But-
I'm really sitting here trying to chew. Like, what happened to this
What did you
dragon?
do?
Right.
Look, the farmer dude walks by. He's like, "You thinking too hard? Just go get some money."
Real. I'm a mind the
Right.
business that literally pays me. Thank you.
You don't mind.
So you all
Mhm.
get your earnings. You get your gold. There's plenty. Even if people from town came through, although there won't be much left between the farmers and y'all.
Mm.
And then you can go find the tiefling bartender and go, "What's up? We did it."
Yeah. I say we go back there
Mhm.
and get around to shots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
That sounds great.
you can afford the good stuff now.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. He gonna have to crack out
Top
the good
shelf.
barrels for us. Top shelf.
And
Tippity top.
he actually looks surprised when y'all walk in. He's like, "Well, hell, y'all made it back.
That's what we did.
What was it? What was eating the animals? What was in the cave?" This news has
just a
not yet
dragon.
traveled. There's no Instagram yet. They don't know what happened.
Oh, there's a
Um,
dragon.
And wait, a dragon? An actual dragon?
Yeah, he
That's
was a big
Gracie,
goofy
right?
boy.
Big
It
red
killed
dragon.
us.
Mm-hmm.
We came back though.
Hmm.
We
You
got
know
better.
what, y'all? You know what? I'm just not gonna ask. He goes and like gets like the good stuff off the top shelf and just like here, y'all killed. 'Cause I'm sure if you're lying, I will find out eventually by like in 2 or 3 days. But and he pulls the bag of gold out and it makes a healthy thunk when it hits the table.
Oh, I love a healthy thunk.
I do love a healthy thunk.
So between the dragon's horde being divvied and what y'all just earned from this seemingly previously impossible task, you're set for a while. You can take a little vacation. You can like go to Faerun, you can go to Baldur's Gate, you can go wherever you want.
I mean,
And I feel like we go to Baldur's Gate, see who's been sending
that's
these
what I
adventurers.
was thinking.
Sending
Right.
these
And
adventurers
see
on
who-
this.
That's what I would do. Because I didn't
Right.
figure out what happened to him.
Right. And I
Somebody
wanted to
was
be
out
died
there
in that
sending people
house.
to die.
So
Right.
Y'all trying to get all in the business of this town.
Little bit.
All in the business.
Well, we can leave that for the next time we have an adventure. This has been Shenaniganery 101 with you all. So, You did it! You actually made it to the goose and killed it.
We killed the
Uh,
goose.
Very
Lived,
nice.
kinda.
Yeah,
All right.
But we did it. We raised some money. We're $720 from the
Oh,
535
Nice.
hell
route we
yeah.
started.
let's go.
Hell
So,
yeah.
and
Nice.
there's events
Thanks,
tomorrow. There
y'all.
are events tomorrow and the next 2 weekends in Black History Month. So please, let's try to get to that $1,000 for Black Girls Rock, because you know what? Even if it's $1, it is never too little. If you got
Mhm.
$5, you got $1. Although I don't know what Tiltify's minimum is, but if you got $5, $10, next week, if you want to show some love to the Black Girl Rock community, see what I did there, because Valentine's Day, give up some money. But yes, I'm going to go in the opposite order, and we're going to give outros. Thank you all again for your donations. Thank you all for putting up with my shenanigans and a giant goose. But I'm going to go in the backwards order, and Xander. Who are you? What are you doing next? Where can people find you online?
Hi, everybody. I've been Xander Hire. I stream on Twitch at Xander Hire. Run a little place called the Trickster's Backlog, where there's always games to play. We are always playing stuff from my old school backlog of games that I've just gotten throughout the years of buying way too much stuff and not beating enough of it. So I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I'm in the process of streaming this awful PS1 game called Perfect Weapon. If you want to look it up, it's bad. Think beat 'em up, take controls does not work. But that's all there is for me. This has been really fun. Thank you all for having me.
Alex.
Oh, me. Hey, howdy, hey. I am Alex. I use they, them pronouns. I will be hanging out in, different streams and whatnot. But executive producer of Batty Bards here, we actually just released our Black History Month special world replica. So if you haven't watched that, please go and check it out. We worked really hard. It was incredible. And I think you guys will deeply enjoy it. Beyond that, you can catch us on the Batty Barge channel doing all kinds of stuff and things. And we will see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging.
Some Calamity.
Hello, I'm Calamity. You can find me all over the internet as Hey Calamity with 3 Ys at the end. I do all kinds of stuff in the tabletop space, from production to performance to dramaturgy to writing. I forgot to add that one before. I'm also a freelance writer for video games, and I just love anything that's about storytelling. I also have a little group called Telltale Hearts that likes to promote diversity in this space and help support and uplift events much like this. Yeah.
Cool. And Blue.
Hello, it's been so real, y'all. Thank you for this. Thanks for donating. Again, I'm known as King V underscore and as King with a Y. Like Alex said, go listen to World Replica. It's really freaking good. Season 2 of Echo has ended like late last year, and we got a little while before season 3 drops, so you got plenty of time to catch up. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. The Griot Anthology is a collection of micro RPGs by a bunch of really dope Black game designers, and it is currently available for pre-order. And I think you should get it, not just because I'm in it, which I am, and me and my friend we're making a Black ballroom culture inspired TTRPG, so you might want that. But support your homies, okay? And you can find it on itch.io. And that's all for me.
I've been your DM of the Shenaniganery Cypher Tier. Same name everywhere online. I stream on Twitch, been doing that for 10 years. If you will be at MagicCon Chicago, I will be there all 3 days, but Friday I'm going to have 2 sessions, one teaching people how to roll a character, and then teaching people how to play by running those folks through a small adventure somewhere in the Feywild. I don't know yet. Otherwise, you can find me here on Twitch. You can find me online. Day job is game developer. I cannot talk about my day job other than say I'm a game developer. And yeah, I just like to run around mostly in Veilguard, but also Marvel Rivals. I suck at the game, but I enjoy playing it. Find me Cypher Tier, say hi, be nice. And if you find that I've already blocked you, go question your life choices as to why. So thank you again to our sponsors, Transplaner. RPG, thank you again to everyone who donated. Are we going to raid someone? Because if not, we're going to go have dinner and have a drink. Oh, if we're not having a raid, deuces, we're out. Good night.